Hello, everyone, and welcome back as we're roving around this world of D&D. I'm your host, the Uncommon Guru, and we are going to find ourselves having a good time. Right, guys? Right?
Is that really the one you're sticking with?
No, it's not. I'm always
Okay.
changing it, Butters. Have you not noticed this about
No,
me?
that one's been the same one for a bit now. You've been saying that.
Have I? Man.
Yeah.
Does it matter?
I mean, I like it. It's not that it matters, it's that, I like it.
There's a play going on. We have more important fish to fry.
That's NPR's campaign. My campaign does not have the plague yet.
I was talking about IRL.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, that's definitely IRL as well as zombies.
All we
When the
want
undead
to
start
do is
coming,
eat your brains.
Taru, come down to my house. We have the perfect sniping area.
I like how that's where your mind went. Anyways, so when we last left off, you guys had been given a quest by Figment's mom. Figment stayed on the boat as you guys went in and found out that there was a few things you had to do to actually get into the establishment and find out what was going on. And along the way, you met with a few different people who Figment will be able to hear about in just a moment.
Yay.
Let me see here. That's not there.
He's probably on the boat to study the marine life or something. I don't know.
The boat's in the sky, remember?
The boat's in the sky. Shit. He saw Fun Bird or something.
Figma's just chilling out there with a martini.
No, he saw a Fun Bird. That's the.
I love how you come back after we get done with the damn mission.
Really?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
done.
I was busy.
You are. That is correct.
Right, there's that.
How much were we saying we get paid for this mission? Because I honestly forget.
I don't remember if we were ever told an exact amount.
That's why. That's why I couldn't find it. I'm like, where's my information about these people that you would be discussing? And they're like, oh yeah, I put it into a Google Doc like a smart person, but like a dumb person, I didn't open it up.
I did not take a note on how much we'll get paid. Yeah, no, I did not get down. I did not write down how much we're gonna get paid for this.
I don't think it was ever an exact amount.
Nope.
Don't worry, you'll find out soon enough.
Thank you. We met a dragon though.
You what?
It was dead.
Oh.
No,
fine.
they met a guard drake, and the dragon was dead, but yes.
Listen, as long as the big one's dead, that's all that matters to me.
Don't worry, I'll throw you up against plenty of dragons so that you can scream in terror.
Please no.
Okay, hold on. It's loading up. I've got this back on point. Cool. You met with a animated mannequin that's former name was Dummy, but was nicknamed by Dren as Dumplestein, and a very mellow dryad named Windwood, who NPR's character Storvner was helping to heal, as well as a warforged at the top of the tower who is the one firing from a cannon that basically was casting fireball on any ship that was getting too close. You guys politely asked him to stop, and he said, okay, but can you just get me a thing? So you guys went downstairs, got the sword of one of the 4 Dragonborn, brought it back up, showed it to him, and he is willing to hold off on firing into the sky. And you guys have finally returned after you guys got some loot from the Horde. And so you guys are back on the ship. And the captain just kind of is like, he's like looking at you guys like a little bit worried as Kororok, who is the captain, is kind of like looking you all over and kind of like looking out, kind of waiting to hear someone be like, fire off the starboard powers, something like that. He's just kind of like listening in, but he looks back at you all just. How did it go?
Pleasant.
Kind of gives like this, really.
Well, nothing tried to kill us except for a couple.
No, sorry, I just said the wrong accent.
You're fine.
Yeah.
I
Wrong accent. You're not talking about that character.
For the captain, Korok? No, that's the right accent.
You said no. You said you're fine until Limey said
I'm
she
aware.
was doing the wrong accent.
I'm aware.
I'm gonna pap
We
you.
found presents. Just
We found a dragon's sword.
He looks confused, and when you say that, he's kind of like,
A dead dragon's sword.
Still, that is something that the researchers will want to know. Kind of just nods at that, like,
They will also want to know then that it has a green drake guarding the hoard, so if they are met with a green drake, then please be respectful to them.
They will be, so long as the creature is as well.
It seemed nice enough. They let us in. Oh, speaking of, and I'll open the bag of holding and pull out the egg. We found this.
Pieces of an egg. There might be a dragon on this place then. I'll make sure they're aware as well.
The shards are quite old. If there was a dragon hatched here, then either it is here or it has left a very long time ago.
He kind of just nods at that.
Oh! Also found this. Hold up the... Oh god. Frickin'... I'm trying to remember the name. It's something reprieve, but I can't remember what the full name is.
Hard to breathe.
Thank you! I'll hold out one of the 5 of these fucking things I have.
He'll nod. We've seen a few of these before. This is not incredibly new to us, but having a specimen is always good to propagate more. We haven't actually thought to. He will actually take it very gently and what? Oh,
You
something else.
devoured me.
Tharius looks up like affronted.
Not
Like,
funny.
Oh, I'm still recovering from the mushroom. I'm sorry.
He kind of looks at everyone else just like, yes, this is her not being joke.
Eris does a so hand.
She holds up the prison eye mushroom. This one's mine.
No, that one will be ours for the time being. He takes it from you.
She looks at him.
He waits, like he has his hands on it, just holding onto it, just like looking at you with this stern, like, are you really expression.
Hi.
You may give it to him. He's the captain.
Fine.
Nicely.
She will let go after a long stare down with him. I want it back when you're done researching it. Almost got fucked up by a ghost to get that mushroom.
Other people have gone through more to get worse things. You would do well to let it go.
So, that makes no sense. Comparing my experience to someone else makes no sense, and you taking it from me. That's like saying you won the race, but this person deserved it because they've been trying for longer.
Did I say that they got to keep theirs?
So you just take all your crew's findings?
Ones that make them have reactions like you? Yes.
Thing made me notice things a lot faster. It also let him see ghosts.
Looks to Tharius, who's just like, yep. Then he looks back to you. All the more reason we should take this for the time being.
Time being, hence why I said I want it back when you're done.
That will be determined.
Are we children?
If you are reacting as such for it being taken from you when you work for us, yes.
I am so very confused by your reasoning, but fine, take it.
Well, it's usually an agreement that you should be able to take it. Taking it without our consent is rather rude.
And if it had other ill-advised effects that you discovered on your own later and had to deal with that got you killed, would that not be my responsibility? If you say that it is yours for not giving it over, he holds up a finger like, don't go there. I am responsible for you and what you bring aboard my ship. If you bring something that causes you to be, motions to Yumi, like so, I need to take that and ensure that it is not going to cause you to lose focus while you are down there. There are creatures
That's
there
fine.
that, yes.
But saying you won't give it back is the problem.
I
Because he is
cannot
an adult.
confirm whether she will retrieve it back or not. I have to give it to people to ensure that there, as I just said, will not be ill adverse effects. If there are, I cannot say that she will reclaim it. That is the issue that she is facing with that. Yes, it may seem a gamble, but it is one that I'd prefer that she has her life rather than her be out, attempt to take some of this mushroom, and find herself incapacitated in such a manner that she ends up a burden to your team and gets someone killed or herself.
But if she knows the ill adverse effects, wouldn't that be her choice in the end?
It's fine.
He turns and he walks away. He's done arguing with you. Basically, one of the people kind of walks up and just like, you're arguing in a circle. He's not going to do that. He's the captain. You brought it aboard his ship. It's his rules. Sorry.
I wish we gotten a warning before we got on that he would take our stuff, though.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's kind of
Taking
one of those
anything
things.
of our possessions is uncalled for, even if it is an inverse effect.
Yeah, he's seen people die because they've had adverse effects like that before. You may be like, well, that's our choice and whatnot, but you're part of his crew. So he takes it very personally when you die. Because he's the one who is taking these quests and saying that you are ready to go and take them. So when you aren't capable of taking them,
But now that he's just giving himself permission to take our belongings, who say he won't do it another time? This time, whenever he just feels like it.
you're missing the point,
beginning
aren't
I
you?
don't like to see.
You're
I
missing
don't
the
care
point.
about the point, honestly, in that regard.
Then go back onto
He's
the land
stealing
and get out of
object
here.
some part. It's stealing a thing of our party members and just going, I'm keeping it.
Then get out of here. If you don't want to listen to what the captain just said and be like, oh, well, he's doing this, you can leave. You signed
It's
on
setting a
here of your
precedent
own
that
free
he can
will.
steal whatever he wants of ours, and then just get away with it. Which
You are
is,
missing what he is saying. You half-witted ears in your ass, man. Listen to
you
what I just
insulting
said.
me is making you sound dumber than you actually are. You're aware of this, right?
What's your AC?
Hello.
Oh yeah, he definitely will slug you right across the jaw then. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
He takes it. And you result into violence. Also,
He
makes you
walks
seem
off
like an
too.
idiot.
Yeah, and everyone around you seems to kind of like just take a step back and they're not looking at you. You
Yeah, good.
basically insulted the
Boy.
entire crew.
Okay.
Jimmy just pinches the bridge of her nose. I was fine with them taking it at the end.
It's just red flag on red flag, in my opinion, but yeah. You have the heart in the right place, which it looks like the captain does. But just taking it and saying, well, if I don't like what it does, you're not getting it back, it could be useful still. Not for you taking it, but
Darius
for
It's
can-
not him
giving
saying it.
someone.
It's not him saying
He's not the one.
if he doesn't like what it does. It's the researchers saying that they might not like what it does and that it might be dangerous to keep up. He's trying to keep the rep of the group proper, since we're not part of his group.
I'm saying it could have been used in other ways other than taking it. That's what I'm saying. Stuff like that is not just used for consumption, it can be used for other things on top of that.
Yeah, that's
especially
why
if it
he
does have
gave it to
adverse effects. You can give it to
researchers.
someone.
It's fine.
Made her kind of like does a circle around Yumi's head, loopy, and made me like makes like a buggy eye motion, see ghosts.
How the fuck did he just do that with his eyes?
No, he does it with his hands.
Oh, okay.
Like when I'm saying emotion, I'm saying like he does like the with his hands to emphasize that, my eyes went, you know.
Well, I got assaulted, which I think was uncalled for, but
I mean, you did kind of keep.
I stated an opinion and I got assaulted for it.
You kept stating the same opinion.
They
You
kept
kept not
stating their
listening
same opinion.
because they were giving you what the captain had done. And
This
you
is
kept
going
ignoring
back
it.
and forth.
We're doing the back and forth thing that they were doing. Difference is I don't feel like punching you. That just sounds mean.
Yeah, I mean, I did not lift a finger. Just shrugs.
I'm going to go take a nap. I'll head off to your room.
It's kind of a welcome home, I guess. Darius will just kind of go sit in the hot tub.
Sure, goes to the library.
Okay. Is there anything anyone else wanted to do on the ship before you guys head back to Cloudform City?
I want to set up a way to propagate the Hearts Reprieve flower that I got specifically, so I had like my own stash if possible.
Okay. Not exactly easy without like proper dirt, pots, etc. or even just like a little thing to set up in your room. But you can either purchase those things or get them yourself.
I got a pot if you want.
I mean, I have a pot. It's in a pot right now.
It's
so
an
I think
A
it's gonna
pot.
take a while.
You need another,
Yeah.
is what he's saying.
If you're trying to make
Oh,
more
okay.
of the plant, you're
That's what I
not
said,
going
I
to be
have
able
a-
to keep it all in one pot. It's going to
That's-
essentially kill itself off by taking too much nutrients.
That's why I said I got a pot if you want.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So you have at least another pot to start something with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then just doing part parkour and whatnot, as long as it takes us to get back.
I'll probably join you at some point. Lightning has been kicked.
Get back here. Going to have to ask someone about necklaces. Which person do you want to ask about necklaces? Is there a
Gnome
specific
friend. Gnome friend.
So you're
Yeah.
looking for? Are you looking
The
for
wizard.
Nafina?
Yes.
Zanziv?
Nafina.
Nafina.
Rafina, the one who helped Eris previously with the tiny pocket watch for Yumi.
Gotcha.
That was still so cute.
I'll find her.
Okay.
Can I
She's
ask
in the
about
engine room.
necklaces? Just imagining just head pokes her and she leans in and is like, I need your help again.
Yeah, come on in.
Which is in.
What's up?
So, firstly, thank you so much for the time reader. She loved it.
That's good. She's nice. Definitely deserving of stuff like that.
I would like your help for something else.
Kind of like leans forward. Mm-hmm.
Just check my intro. I need to figure out a way to have another one of those chains, but also have this on it. And she pulls out her ruby.
She like slowly reaches that hand to take it. Like
She'll let her take it.
She
Look it
turns
over.
it over slowly. It's clearly like a ooh kind of expression on her face. Were you wanting to have it like placed in something? Were you wanting to have it like something wrapped around it to hold it in place? What were you thinking?
She tilts her head and then pulls out the golden scale that she tore off.
Oh my god!
Could it go in this?
That's a dragon scale, right?
It's one of the dragon scales, yeah.
One of her dragon scales,
Oh.
yeah.
Which, being fair, is tough enough to give you a +3 AC. So.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. She takes that as well and kind of like looks it over. It would need a little bit of tuning. It would need a bit of but I could make it work. It's definitely not impossible.
She makes a very soft, please noise.
You're
And then
cute,
just leans
no
down,
worries.
headbutts.
Headbutts back, just like, okay.
Oh, she got kicked. God damn it.
Come back.
It really does not like her right now.
Gives a great flip. Yes, I heard that. No worries.
And she can't hear you side.
Yes.
Okay, I'm back.
She awkwardly accepts.
Awkwardly.
Then Iris realizes that she probably has not experienced this before and probably has no idea what just happened.
She like just headbutts after like, okay, is that right? Is that right? Did I do it right?
Yes, it's it's a culture thing. I forget that people don't know about it.
No, you're fine. It's just I wasn't aware. That's thank you. Your culture is
No,
very interesting. I like it.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, granted, my head's a little small, so I don't know how well I can do it. Am I supposed to hit it hard, or is it supposed to be like
It's I mean, it's not about the it's not about the size or the or how hard you do it.
Oh, the actual
It's
children.
about you're not helping me first.
I can do that. Yeah. She reached up and just kind of like squishes your cheeks.
Oh! And she just bats her hands down.
Bad?
That is not that's very very forward of you.
Oh, it's when
She's squishing her own cheeks now, looking very very flushed.
This is twice now that a gnome has squished her cheeks.
Your culture is different. That's just an endearment sort of thing for us. So I apologize. I didn't realize that it would be quite that forward. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You're I mean you're not quite the first person to do that. It's I just need to. She puts her face in her hands and just sort of drags her hands down her face. It's fine. It's cultures. Just grins. Thank you for helping me with all of this. Genuinely.
Of course.
Do you need me to bring you anything else?
I doubt you have any wires, so I can make do with what I've got, and I can find a way to make it work. No worries.
Okay. Right. How long will it take?
Depending on how long it takes to actually get this whittled around to where I want it to be, I could probably get this done maybe in a week or so. I mean, to be fair, Turbulence isn't going to be the best place, the most conducive place for it, but I can make it work.
Okay. That is good. Okay. Right. Thank you again.
Sorry.
I will. It's no. No. I'm sorry. I will go now. Thank you again. And she just leaves.
As you're leaving, you just hear a like it's not like a disparaged sigh. It's one of those. Ah, man, I really shouldn't have done that.
Everyone wants to switch her cheeks, and Alice is sitting there like, no!
That's flirting.
That's more than flirting. Okay,
Oh.
that is Eris's thing. Apart from perhaps leaning against the wall and quietly screaming.
Very muffled. Ah! Darius hears her on the other side of the wall.
Guru, if possible, I have one other thing I wanted to do before we get back.
Okay.
I was hoping to try and find someone on the ship who might know the value of the coins that we got, because apparently they're not necessarily the standard fare currency.
Not on the ship.
Fair enough.
None of these people are fully researchers of, especially not of that particular brand of vintage and the like.
I DM'd something going.
I see it. We'll get to you.
Mm,
Don't worry.
maybe here.
No worry. No, you fine. You fine. Because that's the day after. Before the day is over, the person who hit you, Dren, will approach you. He doesn't look like he's been cowed or anything. He looks like he's just like upset, for lack of better words. But he approaches you. He's like, "Can I speak to you for a moment? I promise my knuckles will stay at my sides, or unless I'm putting my hands in the air. Sorry about that."
He's just been reading, so he just looks up and just nods.
I wanted to apologize for lashing out at you. The captain wasn't usually this strict about substances like that. Unfortunately, one person, well, there's a chance, limited as that can be, but there was a person who couldn't stop taking the substance they found. And, well, they took so much on a mission that, I mean, everyone thought that they were incapacitated, and when we got them back to the ship, it turns out they had been dead for a couple of hours. No one knew. They thought that they were just, resting and relaxing, because that's what their substance did. He's not upset with you having it. He's upset with the fact that it might cause you to, well, die while you're supposed to be technically, even if you're not under his watch, you're still under his watch.
And I was not upset at all with him taking it. It was the not giving it back part without even a word of our input about it. Just if it had adverse effects, it sounded like he was just going to keep it.
No,
Which
no, no,
I
no.
believe.
He wouldn't be the one keeping it. He's not even keeping it now. He's just holding on to it till we can get to the island to give it to the researchers who can actually try and break down what it does. If it has ill adverse effects, he can't promise that they'll give it back, because they'll want to study it and actually find out what these ill effects are, see if they're actually a way to strain them out so you only get the good effects. It's unfortunately a process that takes a bloody amount of time, but that's why he can't
And
guarantee that it'll be given back.
and the thing is, the ill effects might possibly just be what could win us a mission.
Yeah, but it could
It
also
seems to
be
be a toxin. That's the reason I wanted it.
yeah,
Or not I wanted it, why I think it could be useful in
yeah,
general.
yeah. But the problem is that usually with items that give a benefit, like being able to see ghosts, you can't guarantee you're going to get the toxin part of it. Which is why, again, the researchers would be the ones looking into it. If they can find a way to strain just the toxin, sure, they'll probably give you a strand of it. But well, I mean, obviously you have to voice that you want it and such as that, which you've clearly put in a voice that you wanted to look into that and such, but I acted out of line by hitting you. I shouldn't have done it, but obviously you were kind of continuing the same line of conversation, and with what I know of the captain, I didn't think fully before I swung, and that's on me. And I wanted to make sure that I came and apologized. No one came to me about this. I just sat in my room and realized my own stupidity with that. You didn't deserve that, and I'm sorry.
Jen will just give a thumbs up.
To give a nod and just head out. He
Just
kind
go
of gets
back
the
to what he
feeling
was
that you
doing.
wanted to. Yeah, he kind of got that feeling. Okay, so Paris, you want to speak with the Capitan?
I wish I had a door with which to hit to simulate her knocking.
Like that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, pretty much. It's like that deep thump when you're hitting it with the side of your fist.
Ah.
There you go.
I'm at a wooden table, might as well.
That works. It's not like aggressive knocking, this is just how she knocks. Ah! Wrong button! There we go.
Paris, is she a type or she just knocked 3 times? What do you think?
First one.
Was it a rhythm or?
Yeah, it's the rhythm. Does he answer? Am I met with silence?
No, you have him answer.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Have a seat, sure.
Freaking hiccups.
Wow, she's already drunk.
Hey! 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 How dare you insult me by thinking I get drunk that quick? I need another hour. I'll take a seat.
Go on.
Okay, so... Excuse me for, my coarse language in the following sense. Who the fuck are you giving that mushroom to?
The researchers back on Cloudform City. Did you think that I was keeping it for my collection? He motions to his wall that is adorned with books and no mushrooms or plants with which to see.
I've never been in your room, so I don't know what the hell you could possibly have in here. Hell, for all I know, you could have a dildo underneath your mattress.
Pleasant.
You weren't supposed to know about that.
That's what I was thinking about.
No, you just see him just like kind of put his lips together, just kind of go, pleasant.
It's 10. That's what, do I hit the nail on the head?
No.
Okay. I asked because you were really wanting to take that, but not the flower?
The flower was something that has already been confirmed by other researchers as being a beneficial thing with very minimal ill-adverse effects, especially once you've properly strained it and made it into something useful for people.
Okay. So, answer me this then. Why do you get to keep it if there's something wrong with it potentially?
Because generally, if it has a positive effect and a negative effect, trying to find a way to get one and not the other takes time, and I cannot guarantee that they will give it back within my lifetime or even yours.
Okay, the way that you phrased it made it sound like you were taking it.
No.
That was my confusion.
I am taking it, yes, but I am giving it to researchers to look into it. I do not have the medical or wherewithal to research into that. That is not my
Bag of tricks?
expertise.
Another question that's just completely off topic. When did you become a bit more of a prude? Because when I met you, you were drinking and fighting with 2 of your crewmates.
Yes.
Now you've turned completely
drinking.
serious. Now you've turned completely serious, and it's worrying.
Yes. As I just said, drinking and fighting with my fellow mates. Yes, those are effects that I am able to control and able to know that I am not going to be finding myself sprawled out with
You alright?
bad memories, that's all. Just know that there's been a time when ill adverse effects such as the ones that you mentioned were potentially in there once lost us a crewmate.
To that mushroom or to something else?
Something else. But that is why I treat things of that caliber with the deference of one who knows enough to not desire it again.
However you just described it, I'm sorry, it wasn't that. That was almost straight up panic.
Mostly because of the fact that your friend continually was trying to make it sound as though you wish to have it back regardless. You must understand that if I do not have the ability to give it back, I do not.
Well, one, it was worded a little bit weird, so we figured that you were keeping it once they were done with it. Two, he's worried that if you can just up and take it, because we didn't know why you were so stubborn to take that and nothing else, that you would just take the rest of our stuff whenever you felt like it.
Why? You have earned it. That is something that you have found, and that you have expressed that it has ill adverse effects.
But we've also earned that. Think about it. I know, I understand your thought process. I do.
You are trying it through trial and error, through ingestment. If you were
No,
to...
I'm saying we earned the actual item, not the issue.
Continue.
We earned everything that we brought back by going through the area, fighting our way through, well, air quote, fighting, and doing our job. That mushroom is one of the things that we, air quotes again, earned.
You found. You cannot earn what is given in nature.
No, trust me, part of it is earned because, again, that ghost was the gardener and wanted to take my head off real quick. He gave that to me.
Even so, I have told you what I am able to do and what is possible to happen. Whether it will or not is not in my hands. It will be up to the researchers.
I am explaining to you what the fear is because we don't know you. We've worked with you for 4 missions,
A couple of months now, yes.
so we don't quite know you. We don't know what you might or might not do. So understand why we might be a little bit cautious when just one day you up and take something that we've gotten without a proper explanation fully.
If you bring on something cursed, I'm going to take it from you. If I have to fight you through the curse, I will do it. But this is something that is far more natural, and something that can be given to the researchers in hopes that it will either bring about something good for us or yourself.
Do you understand what I am saying, though?
Do you understand what I am saying?
I do. That's not an answer to my question, though.
I understand what you're saying, but I asked the same question. Do you understand what I am saying as well?
I just said I do.
Mm-hmm. Then why are we still looking at this as a dangerous discussion?
When did I say this was dangerous?
You're saying as though there is a danger of me taking your items.
No, I'm telling you our perspective and wanting you to... The next time you confiscate, perhaps give a full explanation as opposed to, this could be dangerous, I am taking it.
And
Your
giving
reasoning
it to
behind
the
this is,
researchers.
hang on, I am not done. The reason that you are taking this is because, A, you're giving it to the researchers, and B, you've seen the effects of potential addictive things and are scared of it. Giving us that extra information makes us trust you more.
I would think that me taking it and having such a seriousness about it when you've seen otherwise should have indicated that you can ask me more information about it later rather than have your friend attempt to butt heads with me. Believe me when I say...
Go ahead.
He at that point he just kind of leans back, crosses his arms.
Go ahead.
You had things you wish to say. Speak them.
It doesn't. Some of us require a blunt, straightforward explanation because we don't always know if we can ask you or if there is even anything additional to it. You are assuming as such.
I
And
am
you know
your
what they say
captain.
about assuming.
One of the things about myself in this place is that you should speak your mind to me. If you have a difficulty with me, I am more than tough enough to take a little bit of your opinions and the like, or if you feel that I need to change something, I will at the very least hear you out.
You need to be a little bit more straightforward.
I was very straightforward. I stated as clearly as I could that I was going to be giving it to the researchers. Whether or not you heard that is at that point not for me to say because I have stated as such.
I am giving it to the researchers. I don't know if I will be able to give it back. If you look at it from our perspective, that can sound like you're just going to keep it. Not that the researchers might take it from you, deem it too dangerous, or want to research it further and keep it.
I'm giving it to the researchers. I don't know if I'll be able to give it back. That sounds very much like I'm giving it to them, and I don't know if I'll be able to give it back because it's no longer in my hands.
That's not what you said, that's what I'm saying. I know it's frustrating going through the same thing, but I am trying to help you understand our point of view as well. I don't care that you take the mushroom anymore at this point. I'm just trying to get a common ground between us so that we don't end up fighting again. Because I'd rather not see my friend take another fist to the face.
Pardon?
One of your crew members punched him because they started arguing and he went back and forth.
I'll speak to him on that. You see him just dragging his hands down his face, just like, ah, God damn it.
You see what I'm talking about now, though.
Only vaguely. Because I
Or
tried.
do you want me to fill the blanks?
It's not a matter of filling in the blanks at this point. It's a matter of the clear lack of misunderstanding, and most importantly, the fact that you don't trust me. You may go. I have things I need to think about.
It's only been a few months, and trust is not so easily earned for a lot of people.
I said you may go. Thank you for coming to speak with me.
So he'll kind of shrug, stand up, and leave.
Anything else anyone else wanted to do on the ship?
Ugh.
Yeah, Figment, because Figment technically wasn't here for the first session of you guys actually getting on the boat to go here. Figment was
From
spending
a
time with their
conga line.
moms. Figment was just spending time with their moms.
He's probably like helping them research and organize and shit.
You know, the usual.
I'm sorry, I hit my laptop with my Switch.
Knowledge cleric, right, Tara? You like that? Ooh. Oh, NPR's here. Hi, NPR.
NPR.
We love you, NPR. Hi.
I'm not gonna recover from that so quickly, Oz. Goddamn.
I mean, more of the better, I guess.
Can I say? Oh, can I say what I was trying to research while on?
I mean, sure.
I'm trying to kind of look into, because I know they don't have a lot magic shit here, but I imagine they have bare minimum shit.
On the ship, yeah,
Yeah.
even bare bones is going to be like bare bone.
Is there history at all on the ship of certain areas of the world?
Of certain areas, but that's minimal.
All right. He's just trying to find their textbooks, basically,
Mm-hmm.
and just go through them, see if there's anything that doesn't correspond with his knowledge of the world that he could learn possibly about
Roll an
different areas.
investigation check.
Do I have proficiency in that?
I will check.
I thought you did.
I don't know.
Yes, you do have proficiency with history.
So what's that plus?
+3, because you guys are level 5.
So I have a +8 to
Yes.
it. Where's the CR die? Oh, fuck. 25.
25?
Yeah. 17 plus 8.
There is a good number of it that is different. That as you're looking it over, you're like, especially of like the southern area, there's parts of it that you're looking at like at first you're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, yeah, but that diverges a bit. Okay, that's a little bit off, but that would make sense with that, and you realize it's possibly misinformation that's kind of built on itself that would make certain assumptions, but it's not anything terrible. It's more just like belief about like cultural ideas and such. But then again, this isn't a big like here's the full on history. Here's more like the culture stuff.
What Jen spends his time doing is kind of correcting, but he's not going to write in the book. He's just going to slip papers in the book, like with notes on what he sees.
Okay.
Just why not? Might as well do that.
Dren, as he's doing this, I'm helping.
Yeah.
He is. You take some time doing that. Is there anything else anyone else wished to do before you get back to Platform City?
I am good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Alright. So you guys will eventually make your way back to Cloudform City. It is still in the air as much as ever. There is a bit of commotion just with a few extra ships that have kind of come in, and they look like they're clearly having to have a bit of signaling to try and get them all to come down in a way that doesn't interrupt each other. Basically, it looks like it's a sky traffic jam almost. Thankfully, you don't hear the beep beeps of, cars and such. It's just ships just kind of floating in midair, just waiting their turn.
You don't need roads to get into traffic.
This is true.
Holy crap.
Yeah, whatever he said.
You don't need roads to get into traffic. Don't worry, Matt. I was able to piece together what you said vaguely.
There's still gonna be a choke point somewhere.
hmm But eventually, you guys do touch down, and on the docks, you see a very, very antsy, very anxious-looking friend of yours.
You have a friend? Oh, yeah.
Figment.
Hey y'all.
Oh god!
Hey y'all. Hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
I go hi. God damn it!
Alright,
So
bear with
dumb.
me, Zach. It's been a while.
A while.
Oh god, how do I talk? What the fuck?
Go as southern as you can.
back. How'd it go? Was that good?
Oh, Dragon died. I have to actually go get some more materials for that. Well, I have a summon of Dragon left on this morning. Dragon's back by this point, so yeah, Dragon's out. So yeah.
Yeah.
Figment has a few ink smudges on his face.
I'll lick my thumb and make him bend down to wipe them off.
He scrunches his nose. Otherwise, doesn't object.
He's been mothered so much. He's used to
Glad
it.
to see y'all are safe and sound.
Good.
What?
What did you just say?
Me?
No.
I was just saying. I heard Figment do good, but I know that's not what you said. What did you say, Tiny?
I did not wish to talk over everyone else, and then I timed it really bad.
You're fine.
That's why I was asking what you said. Repeat.
Figment was asking that it was okay. And so
I
she
will
said
turn
it
this
was
car
very good.
around.
Oh, God damn it, Butters.
She said it's very good. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but she wasn't done talking.
I didn't know she was talking. I can't
She's
hear
being
her.
very quiet. Let her finish.
No, I'm done.
But you said something else at the end. You got really quiet.
Lemmy, let us hear your cute voice.
She said it was. She said that the trip was very good.
Aw. I'm glad to hear it. Do y'all,
You saw a dragon.
You what?
Dead dragon.
Oh.
Admittedly, yes, it was dead.
Figment got so upset for a brief moment.
No, that was so
But we
worried
also
for a
saw
second.
it was a drake. You called it a drake, didn't you? And she's looking at the other people now.
Dragon
Like,
dog, yes.
You nods her head.
we saw
Oh,
a
like one of
dragon.
them tiny dragons?
Tiny's
Not a
subjective.
drake.
No, that's a wyvern. It's like a dog version of a dragon.
Think a wolf, but if it had more draconic features.
Oh.
And no fur.
Did y'all want to? I assume the Figment's moms have like a house or something. I don't know.
They've
The
got
research
a
commission
residence.
has
Yeah, they've got a place of
yeah.
residence. They're not usually there because they usually go to sleep in such where they work.
Where they work.
Because they overwork sometimes. But thankfully, you know,
Yep.
there's enough of them to allow themselves to have someone around.
Y'all want to come back to the house?
I
Oh,
want to
wow.
get paid first.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh god, that is true.
Yeah.
I am very tired. This entire mission has been, eventful.
It sounds like it. A dead dragon. I wonder what it died from.
Old age.
Oh, must have been really old.
There was a tree growing out of it.
Oh,
Pretty big tree.
really old. Then.
And we yoinked its stuff, so that's pretty good too.
Well, some of. Me and Azari could not get that entire horde. Whew, that was a lot of stuff.
No, turn off Australian.
Well, let's go get you guys paid.
You wouldn't happen to know a person who's good at telling the worth of a minted coin, would you?
Do I know that guru?
You
Listen,
specifically?
I have 5 moms. One of them should know something.
One of them should know something. Let me. God damn it! Where do I have a thing on your mom?
Hell of a time making.
I think you might be.
I thought I put them in here. Where's your mom's?
Where did they go?
At that point,
He's
it's
an
a
orphan.
mercy, right?
No!
I mean, 5 people, that's a lot.
Do you have the things on your mom's? Please send that to me again so I can make sure that I don't get the wrong mom.
Oh, I got it. I'm sending it.
Yo, I wish we had like a really negative intelligence person, like real, like Grog type negative intelligence. So they're like, how does that many people make a baby?
I think that's actually Tharius.
Nah, he's bad wisdom, ain't he?
I thought he was bad in.
No, Tharius has bad wisdom, not
Oh,
bad.
okay.
He's average intelligence. I'm going to make just a whole damn thing just for called Figment Moms. I have to at this point. Oh dear lord, why is it all this color? Stop this. Who has allowed this heresy?
Make it pink!
Thought I just had my head crazy. I'm gonna keep it to my damn self.
Thank you. Figment's Moms.
Oh, all I could think of is that Stacy's mom song. God.
She does have it going on.
So you met with Becerra when you got this. There's...
No, it was Yvette.
No, it was Yvette.
I
It was
think.
Yvette. My apologies. She's dabbled. Hold on, I'm looking through these. Ironically, that mom would probably be the one to get the plant.
Okay.
I'm going to delete that part because that part's not necessary. You're in terms of asking specifically Lind, maybe, but the main problem with that is that she's not going to exactly be available to ask questions. So you're just going to have to bring it to just a member of like the research commission and be like, hey, can you help us with this?
I know one of my moms might know, but she's not here right now. A little hard to get a hold of. One of the folks at the research commission should be able to lend a helping hand if you want to check that out.
That'd be nice. He goes up to the bag of holding. We got. What would we say, Dog? About half full?
I love that idea. You walk up to me and open the bag of holding.
I would kill you on accident.
Huh?
Oh, that's right, because it's yours. So
Do you give it to me now?
Yeah. I mean, she fucking would. Let's be real here. She fucking would. So she just walks up to Drin, takes it off his belt, lifts it up, and tries to shake it to test its weight.
No, it's not on my belt. It's a sash, baby. It goes all the way around. It's my merce, thank you.
So she climbs up him and takes it.
You just asked for it. You just asked.
We could. But where's the fun in that?
Off me, goblin.
Be gone from the creature.
She'll ask you for the satchel.
Do not empty it. You'll start taking it off. Please.
Oh, no, I don't plan to.
Okay.
I had to go underwater for this shit. I'm not picking it up off the ground.
The ground that is made of clouds.
This would be the moment where you decide, where I get to decide if money is worth my life. Very high chance it is. Anyway, she lifts up the bag and kind of like shakes it. There is no noise, I'm assuming, since it is a freaking void.
Basically, when you attempt to shake it, it goes of cloth, and it doesn't make a sound.
I'll reach in and pull one out and show it to Figment.
Yeah, once you reach in, you can think about it, and actually, you hear the jangling of it as your hands kind of brush against it.
Do I recognize this? Can I make a history check or something?
Nope. This
It's
is a
not really
history that
like,
you've researched.
Yeah, I figured. I don't know what that is.
That mild panic was kind of funny.
Ye old cash.
He's like, why are you showing this to me? I'm sure somebody at the commission will be able to help.
Alright.
Y'all get paid.
Let's get paid, then go to that woman and see how much this is worth. And I'll head to the freaking... God, remind me of what... Ew. Essentially the clerk is. Because isn't it the gift woman that we go to receive payment, or am I misremembering?
In this case, it would be Yvette, because Yvette was the one who gave you the mission.
That's true. Okay. I'll follow Figment to her then, because Figment would have a better idea where the hell she is.
Do I know where she is?
Looking around, you probably just came from her, let's be completely honest, so you'd be able to go, there, yeah, I know where she is.
Follow me. And I'll lead them over to wherever she would be. Mom, my friends came home.
I'm sorry, I just wasn't expecting that. Wow, I just adopted Figment's freaking accent.
Hi.
Go away, his accent is my natural freaking voice half the time.
I am become you, Paris.
No! I don't want to share a single brain cell with Figment, please God.
His brain is okay.
Hey, how dare you try to take my damn job?
It's not the worst. He's a smart little guy.
But yes, Mom talk.
Yes. So you go and you speak with their mom. And you show them that, hey, they're back. And Miss Yvette will definitely look you over. Alright. You're all back. That's good. Are you all well?
She kind of makes the motion.
I should hope that you're not too damaged. After all, what I put you through it should have been a challenge, but shouldn't have been life-threatening. You were on the ground, not in the air.
I mean, my organs almost got turned into liquid, but other than that, I'm A-okay.
How in the world did that happen?
Poison ain't fun.
Ah, yes, the treasure chest.
I can agree to that.
That would definitely do it.
That was fun.
I don't like your definition of fun too much, but...
I mean, my fun is usually damaging, so I wouldn't imagine you would.
Something with the thing I gave you on the ship?
Oh, that's right! Dog, I've looked it over a little bit more. I know it wouldn't have given me anything, but...
Which thing?
It was the horn, I believe.
The horn. I have the orb. She has the horn.
Yeah.
Magical item. Did you try and do? Oh yeah, it was the broken horn.
Mm-hmm. Just basically to see if I can pull up more info through my brain.
Based off the check that you made, is probably something that you didn't fully know yourself at this current time, so you'll need to do some research and such. Basically, making multiple checks isn't going to solve it, because it's like your first one, you're like, maybe, but this isn't something that's very common knowledge, anyways.
This is gonna sound. This is gonna sound odd, but would I at least know what air quote genre of book I need to look in to do the proper research? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Are you talking about in terms of magic or in terms of history? Just to be clear.
In terms of history.
Old.
Because I would only know it's magical.
Yeah. Old is the best you can currently get. Because you don't know how old this thing actually is. It's older than any history you know of and that your family would know of.
Okay. She shakes her head now. I need to do research on this, and at that point, I think you'd be willing to do it. So she'll hand it back to him. Can I still be heard?
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering because Barnes didn't respond. I'm like, oh god, it might become the void again.
What? I'm eating a sandwich. Calm down.
That's fair.
I want a sandwich.
Lunchtime.
Lunch.
All right.
Lunchtime.
All right. So, how much are we getting paid for the job again?
Yes, of course. Let me. She goes into the back.
Being a wizard ain't cheap.
There are many things that are not cheap. Living isn't cheap.
It really ain't.
It's because
Like
capitalism.
good books, paper, and meat. Yeah.
Comrade Figment.
No!
Alright, so she will come back out with a rather small chest and will offer it to you. It should be a decent beginning sum. As the Research Commission continues to get more information, we'll be able to pay you more through them. But this is from my own funds to give to you. I hope that it is suitable.
How much is it?
Opening up, it's platinum pieces.
Better.
How many?
When you finally get them all counted out, you count them out to be 250 platinum pieces. It's a paltry sum, I know.
Indeed, a paltry sum. Yes.
What? What kind of rich families are you people from?
The Research Commission.
Oh.
I want to check up. Okay, she says nothing.
Fair.
I wanted to know if she'd be able to tell the difference between platinum and silver.
Oh crap, we're hitting this fraction again.
Yes. The demons, Jim. We've begun hitting into the demons again.
So we divided with Tharius, right? So 1, 2, 3,
Divided
4.
by 6.
Yeah, 6. Because Mr. Country Boy ain't getting none currently.
Yeah, honestly.
Hang on, let me.
Can I have one?
Okay, so.
No, you get none. I need it. I need it.
He honestly does. Needs to buy
So if we give 41 to each, that leaves the 41 over. My brain is trying to figure out how to do this. I'm so bad at division. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Excuse me. 41 to each, and then that leaves 4 platinum left over. So 4 people out of 6 get extra platinum. You will take the 41 instead of the 42.
Oh, that's so nice.
She's a monk. She lives very simply. She just needs alcohol, fabric, food, bathrooms, and fucks.
I forgot she was a monk.
No one else is gonna reach out and grab one? Fine, I got punched in the face and he just grabs the
I'll
I'm
see some
self-sacrificing.
extras as well.
By the way, how does
You
that
did
cheat
or
feel?
didn't take one?
I'm taking.
Did.
Okay. You just say, how's the chin feel? He goes, well, feels better than I've been hit more than. It's not the first time I've been socked in the face. I mean, you're in a circus for long enough, people get upset at a bad fortune. So, par for the course.
Eris just nods. She has no idea what you're talking about. She's just nodding.
She's never
What's
seen a
this
circus
circus?
before.
Did Eris see get
I mean, she's
Dirk
seen
get socked in the
Dren. That's
face?
about all that
Yeah.
she needs to know about a circus.
Everyone was around when you got
Dren's pretty
punched.
tame for a circus. For a
Da, da,
circus.
da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Whoever else decides to go back on the. I imagine Story probably is the one who will take 41. But I could be wrong.
Bless you.
Thorius will take 41. He does not
Just
need
40.
the gold.
So that means everybody else other than the lovebirds get 42.
Yep.
So it's 42
Two platinum pieces.
platinum pieces each. Cool.
Yes.
She'll tap Boris's leg.
Hmm?
She's just tapping him.
Eris, don't want to sound rude. You don't know much about our customs, correct? Do you know how money works?
I have figured out about the paying situation.
Okay.
You exchange the pieces for items.
Yes. There are 4 different types of pieces. Can you name them? Most people won't get one of these. Like,
There is the gold one,
that's the very common
and
one.
there is. She goes into her purse and pulls out a piece of silver and a piece of platinum and goes, wait. They are 2 different colors.
Yes. Yes.
Platinum
And
and
shapes.
silver.
Platinum. Point. You'll touch the platinum one. Silver. Platinum is 10 gold. It counts as. Silver. 10 silver is 1 gold. Then there's also copper, which counts 10 of those will make 1 silver. And there's also one not commonly used and kind of rare to find called electrum, which 2 of those is 1 gold.
Yeah, Electrum generally ends up showing itself to be worthless outside of using it for certain magical properties that it has shown itself to have.
Gibby makes a cheat sheet for Eris on a small piece of paper and hands it to her.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, currently Eris is still staring at Dren with 1 silver, 1 platinum in her hands, just staring at him like, what the fuck are you saying?
She'll poke her leg. Sweetie.
These better than these, but this one not better than this one. Hold up a gold.
Silver, gold, not silver.
Yes.
Platinum.
Yes.
Proper name.
The
Platinum.
platinum.
Platinum piece. You call that PP.
Copper, silver, gold, platinum. Surely there should be brass.
No. You'd think, but no.
Hmm.
That's what the copper is. Generally, brass is formed from copper and another metal being mixed together.
Wait, is that out of character right now? Isn't there a copper dragon, or is that
There
just
is a
bronze
copper
dragon?
dragon.
There's a
There's
copper
copper
dragon.
and a bronze dragon. Yeah, there's two different types of
Yeah,
dragons.
Yeah.
she's still gonna go.
There's also a
Still
platinum
think there should be
dragon, but there's only
brass.
one of those.
Brass at least then would make sense at that point.
There's
Make
also
your
a
own.
sapphire dragon, but that one's new.
Yeah, there are
Those are-
gemstone dragons, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, those actually exist.
Hmm.
I mean, if you so adamantly want a bronze piece, start your own form of currency.
And
It's
your
not
own
unheard of.
country and such as that, so that's actually a viable thing. But most people.
Well, country or just place, really. Could be a
Small
city.
country, yes, perhaps. But one of the problems with that is that other countries won't know how to trade with you, and if they don't know how to trade with you, they will find it difficult with which to barter with you. And there are some people who will simply see what you've brought together, and how do I put this? They will.
Invade!
No, they will melt it down into weaponry.
Oh.
That is generally what tends to happen when you find yourself with people who are looking for invasion. Yes, you are not wrong. Invasion was the right word. It's just that, well, you have to get to that point if you wish to do anything like that. And
Before-
thankfully, most people aren't able to or wishing to, what with the danger of creatures. But there are some people who are still, well, they push it, if you catch my drift.
Before we get too into this conversation, Miss, I have a question for you.
In regards to?
Your son advises to go one place, but just in case this person is busy, would you happen to know someone who's good in old currency?
I know a few people who might be of the mindset of that. What is it that you're looking for?
I'll hold up the coin I pulled out of the bag of holding.
Not my forte. I know this lovely young lady. She had a terrible time of things, but she's good at what she does. She loves to have things brought to her of the older crafts and such. Elven woman. Lovely thing. Lovely little thing. But you might be able to speak to her in regards to that. See if she's available.
Can you direct us to where she might be?
She will give you directions. It's essentially just one of the more tower-like structures.
Thank you.
Believe me when I say that they will be a little bit skittish at first, but you show them one of those coins and they will probably be very happy with which to speak to you. You laugh, but I'm completely serious in that regard. They have a adoration of such things.
Oh no, I believe you. It's just that's absolutely adorable.
Oh yes, it is, isn't it?
Alright, come on, let's get paid. Well, more. Oh, speaking of, I figured that you might actually get a nice little kick out of this. We found a... how was it? That fucking thing had to have been old as shit. The corpse of a very old dragon. On that island.
Oh? Raised
Not
brow
quite.
at that.
Not quite sure what kind of dragon, but it had a big ass tree growing out of it, so... something.
I thought we had it confirmed as green by the facial features.
Did we?
Yep.
Okay, well then I'll still say green dragon.
Might have been Eris.
Yep.
Very old green dragon.
Fascinating.
Guarded by a green drake.
That she perks up. Guarded by a drake that allowed you to.
You cut out for me, crap.
That allowed you to. She doesn't finish her sentence. She just says that allowed you to, and then kind of cuts off there. Like,
Also, if you go to this island and you're flying in, give some sort of sign that you aren't a creature. That the place is not a creature.
Flashing lights or something like that.
she'll nod at that.
The drake was very polite.
Polite drake. That is interesting. I might actually have to. Oh well, they have me on duty for another. I will have to look into it, won't I? God damn it. She looks
Struggles
like
of being an intellectual.
the problems of being an intellectual with a feel that people continually are like, no, I need you more. Knowing about the way that things fire and shoot themselves is one thing, but
She just pats her leg.
one will survive, I suppose.
You'll get there soon enough.
Not soon enough, but soon enough. You know what I mean.
I do. Believe me, I do. Because I have to research some shit of my own. Ah, fuck's sake.
Enjoy.
I'll head out to the Antiquator.
Wait, also, do you by chance, can we use your library by any chance?
Don't get any stains on it, otherwise you might get your ear, I don't want to say ripped off, but definitely tugged on by Galena. She's a lovely woman, but
Terrifying?
Let me put it this way. She's the same size as your friend, points towards Tharius.
Guru, what's the name of the, council of, like, isn't it a council of wizard type people that are here?
In the Cloudform City?
Yeah, well, they're everywhere, I think.
Oh, yeah, the ones who are everywhere. Let me see. Because, you mean the World Scholars?
Yeah, world scholars, them bitches. Yeah, now, act, as smart as a world scholar, won't muddy any knowledge.
Good. As long as you keep that in mind, then we will all be happy with this potential turnaround, then.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Do you know what this is? And I'll take out the orb.
I've heard of something like it before. It would take me some time to actually look it over. Were you wanting me to do that, or were you wanting to look it up yourself?
Well, I looked into it magically, and nothing's come up. So, currently I was just about to go look into it myself.
I will allow you to do that. It's probably a knockoff, in all honesty, but if it's anything like what I've heard about, it might actually have some weight to it, if you will.
Well, I found it in an invisible trapped chest in the lair of a possibly ancient green dragon.
That's why I'm saying continue looking into it, because it might, if it's a knockoff, then it is one that that creature would have seen as being valuable in its own mind to trap, or at the very least potentially something that would be worth trapping to make others look into and either desire or, well, make fools of themselves by going after, only to find that its value is essentially worthless.
Making the chest invisible for eternity, well, that's that's putting a lot into a joke.
You'd be surprised at how many people would be willing to put that much effort into that. It's less of a joke and more of a way to ensure that any real treasure that they were guarding wouldn't be looked at quite as thoroughly. Of course, if they're dead, they can't exactly stop people from doing that. But definitely look into that a bit more. And she kind of gives it a look like a distrustful. I don't like this, but I have to kind of accept this.
Yeah.
Miss, I know we weren't away for long, but, have you heard anything?
Of?
My herd. Because Eris asked her to look into it.
She kind of like nods slowly and kind of gives you a side eye and kind of just like, we can speak in private if you wish, if you feel that would be more appropriate.
I don't see why it would need to be in private if you've seen them. I don't mind.
Very well. Your herd has been heard of, slightly to the east, countries. From
Based
what we've been
immediately.
from what we've been able to tell, they're not doing anything as far as we can tell. They've set themselves up outside one of the cities. It's a very fortified and well guarded sort of place, but every now and then there's been reports that they've been singing, perhaps chanting would be a better word.
Yes. Oh, that is no worries. That is normally festivities. Although,
Yes, well, it's very much a draconic chanting, so understand that we are a bit perplexed by this, but then again, we're not the ones in the city hearing it and wondering if they are trying to sing of the end of the world.
Why are they outside a city?
I can hardly say myself. That's why I was so confused when I looked into them for you and found them there. Try not to worry
He
too
is
much
sort of
about
flipping
it.
back and forth, just kind of confused and tapping her chins.
Try not to worry too much about it. I'm sure that it's hopefully nothing too big or too dangerous.
Certainly, I highly doubt that there's anything dangerous going on. There's probably just been a birth. That's probably why they've stopped in such a strange place. The births are usually quite well regarded. It's always good to have more children.
She will nod very slowly, seeming to note that you're being a little bit panicked. She'll just like, yeah, yeah. And she'll gently place a hand on your shoulders and just be like, breathe.
Can I insight check?
I mean, you can if you want.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't need an inside check to tell that she's panicking.
She sounds like she's panicking, so if you want to inside check it, sure. Just to verify.
I'll just see if it's like an excuse that she's making up or something. Let me. Oh, it's a 14 plus 7 for. Fuck, I can't.
21.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch, she panicked. she's trying to reason with herself, and it's not working.
Okay. I got you.
She nods her head, just like, yes, hopefully I can find some way of traveling out that direction myself.
Which direction?
It's towards one of the more central but eastern cities, so it's more in the east continent, or not east continent, eastern country.
Sorry, go on.
Yui just has her hand on Eris's waist.
I mean, Eris, do you want to go there?
Yeah, we can go check it out if you wanna.
I mean,
Just check it.
I honestly didn't quite think this far. I thought that my work would bring me across them. I did not quite expect that I could go there immediately.
I mean, there's always the potential of it. I mean, we are here, and we have clearly ways of transportation. It would be something you'd wish to bring up with your captain to make sure that it is something within his bounds. If not, you can always ask if you can have a temporary reassignment to a different ship to allow yourself to be transported to that location.
I would rather not. I mean, like I should go. I'm the
Yeah, you're no
hand.
trouble.
I just I don't.
Azaria like walks up, like puts a hand on.
Everyone is touching her.
Not the shoulder. That's high up there.
That's why I'm on her waist.
Whoa.
Lass, if you want to go check in on your family, none of us are gonna think any less of you.
But if you don't, there is no pressure as well.
Exactly. You see, we've been taking the past few months to get cash money. We've been getting cash money for the past few months, so we got a good amount of it. So if we wanted to take a break, realistically we could.
It's up to you if you want to go or if you don't. Also, the inside is to see if she's like scared of the idea of going.
She is being torn right now, and there is definitely some element of fear. And she is just kind of squeezing her hands and just quietly repeating, I should go.
Question for you as well. How long do they celebrate births? I was just thinking about it, and it occurred to me that I should ask.
Normally it is a couple of nights.
She nods very slowly.
I'm gonna guess this thing has been going on for longer than that.
A couple of weeks. Almost a month.
They've been in one area for a month?
That's partly why it was so easy to find them.
Yeah, that don't sound right.
What area have they been in exactly? Like country.
It's in the eastern country. Let me grab the name of it real quick. The Amail Affair, which is the eastern country.
What do I need to roll to know about that one?
Right.
History check.
May I roll as well?
You may roll
I
this
would
way.
also DM you question.
Yes.
That's annoying.
Right on.
May I roll one?
Oh, can I roll too? Yeah.
Sure.
Can I play? Hell yeah.
I DM you question.
Yes.
Holy shit, 23.
Jesus.
9.
You're less knowledgeable about it, Azaria, just because you're more from the sea. This is the country that was set up more by the High Elves. Oh, sorry. Hold on.
I hear them nail clippers. Who's got them?
Not me.
It's not nail clippers.
Are you just clapping?
I was cracking open a cold one.
Oh my gosh, pass me one.
boy.
I was trying to be quiet because I couldn't mute myself.
You can't hide your shame from me, Limey.
What was your check, Butters?
23. 15 plus 8.
Alright, the reason why you would probably know a little bit more about them is just because it's more towards the wrong thing. Melfair is a country that is supposedly the origin country by some scholars, as it has been set up predominantly by like the high elves and such as that. Gnomes came predominantly from there, halflings, the Gith, as well as Loxodons.
Wait, if gnomes are from there, does that mean that's close to my home?
Yours is more the north end of it.
Okay.
Oh, carried on. I'm just realizing. I need to pull up notes on.
But it is known for, again, its age is prominently one of the things about it, as well as the fact that when, how do I put this? When you take time to actually go into more of the history and such, it's one of the places where there is the one of the biggest libraries of magic resides, because the High Elves are very much people who are purveyors of the arcane, and as such they have a very strong ties to it.
Okay. Is the rest of your family arcanely inclined like you, Eris?
Give me 2 seconds. I mean, arcanely, magic, yes, but not quite. Like, she points at the horns and the scales. Not this. This is, this is different. The
She cut after you?
She cut out for me.
She did.
Okay.
Don, I'm gonna DM you some.
Come back! Discord, you really need to stop this, because it cuts out when it's just not up on it. Wait.
Where did you lose me?
Right.
You're...
Where you start talking about your family?
Yeah.
So she's saying that there are magic users, but her kind of magic is not common at all.
So, is your family more nature inclined then, I'm guessing?
Very
Or-
much so, yes.
Yes, okay. So, alright, that's a difference.
Sorry.
The country is known for their arcane-based magics, so it might not be because of that, since they are more nature inclined.
Where? Hmm. I don't know why they would be interested. I don't know why they would. I don't know why they would go there.
We can go figure that out.
Yes. Sorry. You said. This is. I need to go there. I need to go there. I should be there. What's.
Do you want to go there, though?
Don't answer what you need to do or what you should do. Answer what you want to do.
She just gives the group a look, and it's just kind of this pleading, don't make me answer that question.
Do you not want to go?
I should. This is the thing. I should go back. This is my whole purpose. Is I go out and I learn, and then I go back.
Eris, that isn't what I asked you. Do you want to go back?
You're nice. And it's scary, but so is other things. I
You're
don't
scared?
want to, I don't want to go back and find out I've been breaking rules.
You're scared they might exile you.
Telling lies.
What?
Sorry, it was a joke. It was a bad
You're-
joke.
You're scared they might exile you. Or ostracize you.
I'm supposed to be the hand of the dragon. The hand is never exiled. It is a position of great power, and I'm supposed to protect them. That is my purpose. That is my place. If I have failed, then all could be lost.
You can't succeed when you're not there going on your travels.
You're under
If you're-
pressure because so much pressure is put on. You've been expected to lead and do great things, so you're worried you're going to fuck it up, correct?
I mean, not necessarily lead, but you're on the right path with that kind of language.
Dren. There's like a very strange face, like thinking, I've known how you felt. Except I've mainly just run from it. If running from it isn't for you, let's go make sure your family's okay then. From what I can tell, you haven't broken any rules.
Yes, but then I suppose you don't know the rules.
Yeah. You've been upstanding citizens since you've been with us.
Her rules are a little bit, different.
What
I
are the
would be
rules?
breaking the rules just by bringing you.
She nods towards her.
Does your family like you?
Yes?
Does your
Yes,
family
they
love
do.
you? Then I'm sure they'd be okay with you rushing back as fast as possible, worried about them. Right? Even if you're pressured to do many things, people are still understanding for the most part.
He kind of makes this face.
family was usually understanding unless they're pricks. But for all I can understand, yours don't sound like pricks.
No, they're good. They're good people.
As you said that your group welcomes strangers, that they welcome them for a certain amount of time. It would make sense that you're not going to get in trouble for bringing us here, even if you come back. You may be strangers, but we could ask if we are allowed to stay, and if we are not, then we can stay outside of the area that they're in, until either you need us or you are ready to go.
I do have the hut.
Suppose this is true.
I do remember some of what you told me.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Can I pick you up?
Sure.
Take a step back.
She just sort of picks up Yumi and leans her forehead to hers, just very gently. I'm afraid if I go back, then I may not be able to leave again.
She
I feel
will
like I have just started learning.
very gently hug her head and kind of stroke the back of her hair like she did when they were in the forest. Then explain to them that you are not through learning. You said that you have to go back when you are prepared to do your job fully. Explain to them that you are not yet prepared and that you came back because you were worried.
I mean, could they force you to stay? Would they?
She looks to Figment and makes a grimace.
So you'd be their prisoner, essentially.
No.
Oh.
I mean, if one of the elders commands that I stay, then I will have to stay.
Fucking elder. Respectfully.
Oh, so they get to decide how you live your life? Essentially. Oh, I don't mean to sound rude about it, but that's how it's sounding, is that other people get to tell you.
There's one thing you haven't learned yet that I think you need to. And that's putting that big fucking foot of yours down to the ground and saying what you are and aren't gonna do. If you don't think you're... I'm sorry.
It's okay.
If you go there and they say you have to stay, don't say you do not want to. Tell them you are not. Do not make it a possibility, make it a choice that you're currently making and have made. That's because that's what a leader would do. You don't see a king of a country asking to do many things, they do them. They make decrees. They don't make suggestions.
Their job is not leading exactly.
It's not leading, but it's a position of power. Power requires respect needed, and if you suggest something in that case, and they say no, that's not respecting then your choice that you choose to make. So, if you're in a position of power, put your foot down. Say what you're going to do. Say what you're not going to do. People might be upset, but I promise respect will come with it. That's something I know for certain.
Is that how it works out here?
Usually, people will work with each other. But if it's your life at stake here, sometimes the foot needs to be put down. Give an explanation of why. Make your point known of why you cannot stay. You do not feel like you're strong enough to do your job yet. But make your choice in the end.
I could tell them. I could tell them that I'm not yet ready, that I still need to travel. That would work in accordance with the laws.
Well, there we go. We have a solution.
Yeah, nothing else to worry about. I think it'd be good to check up on them.
Then we should do that.
Yeah.
We'll get what we need here. We'll take a rest, and then we'll ask the captain if he can drop us off there. Hell, who knows? We might actually find a mission at the quest board that we can take that's there.
That would be good. Yes.
Then you have the added excuse that you were in the area.
Good excuse.
Alright. Let's get these coins checked out. Let's see if we can find a quest in that area, and then let's get some rest, okay?
Do we need to find a quest in that area?
It gives her an extra excuse.
It gives her an extra excuse, but it's something else to worry about on top of it. That's all I'm saying.
We'll see if we can find a small, simple quest, like finding something that's missing.
In all honesty, that was somewhat my original plan for finding them. Perhaps to stumble upon them during one of the missions while I was still searching for them. I did not quite imagine I would be able to come upon such wealth of information.
It's amazing what having friends in the right places can do, isn't it?
Well, I am called the Knowledge Cleric. Thing that like taps his head. The finger.
To be fair, the knowledge came from your mom.
But I still have it.
She's grinning at him.
Eris just kind of wipes her eyes and chuckles slightly, and then leans down to just press her forehead to Figment's as well.
Figment scrunches his nose. And I've done plenty of research on my own on the out in the field.
Figment, you are a gift. Thank you for that.
He's a piece of one.
Rip. Fucking own mom just called you out.
Let me have this one moment.
And thank you as well, my lady. Your gift is quite incredible. And thank you for that.
She nods very graciously. Just, of course, that's what we do here.
She bows like a proper bow.
Mm-hmm.
We need to sell that sword, don't we?
Yeah, I
Yes.
kind of want to tell the guy that we have it so he doesn't think that we're hoarding it, though.
Well, we're not hoarding it if we're about to sell it.
Yeah, but we could also get in trouble for selling it without telling him that it's there, because then it's in circulation and he doesn't know. You see what I mean?
What are y'all going on about?
Yeah,
We
the
have-
what sword is?
The giant slayer greatsword.
The giants. It's a giant. It's a sword built for killing giants.
Right, I remember now.
Yeah, I could use it.
No.
Oh.
Except your arms.
Mm.
And I don't say no because
Well, yeah, you also look like a well-bit guy, but the sword's big.
I don't say no because, you know, you couldn't wield it. I say no because I'm not going to have one of my teammates running around a city run by a giant with a sword that is known for killing giants.
I mean...
Because I'm not going to bail you out of jail when it happens.
Okay.
Where did
So
you
you're
find
gonna
something like
seal
that?
it?
Dragon word.
A dragon would be the sort of thing to have something like that.
I love how easily explainable all of this shit is. Like, where'd you get that, Dragon Lord? It's like Timmy Turner. Where did you get that, Internet?
Quick question. We haven't identified all of the stuff we got, right? Like, we don't know what everything does yet, right?
I thought we did.
So what does my griffin statue do?
It becomes a griffin.
Turns to a griffin.
Oh, tight.
for a set amount of time, I think.
Yes, and then it has to recharge over a set amount of days.
Do we know what those set amount of times out and set amount of times in are?
Should be in the... It's not magic item info. Why did I not make it? What the fuck? What's wrong with me?
Could you just DM it to me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he was the one who identified it.
So he has the information.
I would have
Yeah,
asked
roll
about
for
that. Okay.
Like, you DM'd it to me in the Roll20 chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's where Gary DM'd it, so I don't have it. It's up there somewhere.
It's up in the clouds.
The Griffin is summoned. It lasts for an hour and recharges every 5 days.
All right.
So it's if we want quick transportation, it's urgent, essentially.
Yeah, if I gotta get somewhere real fast.
Stop making characters and give me my goddamn handouts.
All right.
We head into the Antiquator.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
So you go and you meet up at the Antiquitaries area. You see there's a few different people. They all seem nice enough. Eventually you start, asking for... she will actually give you a name. Arl.
I'll hold my hand out to
You're asking for them.
Oh, okay.
And yes, she is a female.
Does she come out?
Oh yeah, she will. No, actually no. You go in. You are directed to go inside because they knock and it's just like in a minute. The guy just kind of looks at you, just like it'll be more than a minute. Just go inside, please.
Why does she look so tired and sound so tired?
Because she's been in there for the last week and she's just not left.
I'll open the door.
Yeah. You open the door and you see a woman. She seems to be very busy, for lack of better terminology. And she's wearing like a crop top, which she looks like she's probably just been working in for a while. Like she's just been working, from what you can tell.
Like working out?
A little bit, but mostly working in terms of all the books that she has around her.
Bad news for you, pretty. We got more work for you if you don't mind.
Work's work. She turns around as she sees people. She goes, "Hi, wasn't expecting people."
Hello.
Hello.
We need the amount. We need you to tell us how much something might be worth.
That's something I can do. Hi.
She holds her hand out to her.
She'll take it.
I'm Yumi.
I'm Aurel. Arl. Sorry. Haven't slept in a little bit.
I think you need a little sleep.
No, I'm fine. I've been getting sleep, just micro naps.
Your companion even agrees that you need to get the hell out of this room.
No, I'm fine. You said you needed something looked over?
I'll ask her in for the bag.
Just show her
I'll
one.
start pulling out the gold. Yeah,
Just one. Just one.
pull out the gold piece.
Zara sounds like she's panicking.
I don't want her to freak out.
We also
want to put all of the trays there, then we have to pick it up again.
Drin doesn't have to be the middleman about handing the bag. You can just take the shit out. So yeah, he just takes out a gold, one of the special ones.
Okay. She will look it over and she will review it for a little bit, and then she'll be like, well, I mean, it's not uncommon to see this kind of marking on. You see her like push herself, like she just kind of rolls away and just like, there she goes. And then you see her grab a few books, and then she just kind of rolls back to the other area and just kind of grabs a few more, just like, yeah, that's it, that's here, that's there, that's that. Fascinating, fascinating. Oh, what did you say you found this again?
Dragon Horde.
Dragon Horde.
Possibly ancient dragon horde.
Definitely ancient dragon.
Definitely dead as well.
Yes.
Like she seems like nonplussed about this, and then there's like a couple minutes where she's just not like not saying anything. Then she kind of like slides over and she's just like, "I'm sorry, did you say dragon horde?"
Aye.
Dead ancient green dragon.
I do have a tooth if you would like to examine the size to
Just
assure
show
yourself
just
how
show.
old.
We also have an egg. A broken one.
Parts of an egg.
Both of those, please.
We also have some art pieces, but I figured we start with the gold.
Actually, no, I don't know anything about dragons. I just remembered. I'm sorry. I'm taking all this in. Art pieces I can work with. That might actually help validate the age of the coins.
I'll pull out the art pieces because I think you said we couldn't fit the art pieces to the head of the back.
No.
I'll hand those to her.
She will take them. And okay. She looks them over and she's like, "Yeah, no, these are at least a good 3,000 to 5,000 years old."
Damn, that is ancient.
Which would put them right around.
Ba-da-bum.
That put them right around the. That's before the time of dragons breaking the world. Fascinating. Very fascinating. Okay. That would. She kind of looks over and she pulls up another book. This is. Depending on verbiage, it's worthless and priceless. The money, I mean. The artifacts themselves, because we can actually put a proper date to them and actually validate their value, they'd probably come in around 2,000 a piece. Gold pieces.
I grabbed this gold for nothing.
I'm saying it's both worthless, but it's also priceless, as in I can't put a monetary value to it specifically in terms of how many gold pieces to what it is in terms of gold pieces. Namely, in that if I were to attempt to, there would be another person who might come along and say, well, no, you're wrong, you really should do it by this value system, which would make it less because they'd be trying to buy it from me for a lesser value. But if I tried to do it with a lesser value, there'd be another who'd be insistent that no, this must be of a greater value, so that when they sell it, it can be of that greater value. Are you seeing the problem?
So what are you doing with it?
If you want, you can give them to me. I personally will buy them for, how much do you have?
5,000 pieces.
I'll buy them from you for 6,000.
6 was a group.
It'll be a monetary system that you can validly take to any bank, and they'll be willing to work with you on it.
I
What
don't
is a
really
profit?
give a shit as long as it's more than a gold piece in worth, so sure. I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it.
Looks like we're good.
Ares is definitely just sort of doing the I have no idea what's going on, nodding.
and she will call for a chest of 6,000 gold pieces to be traded for the 5,000 gold pieces that you had.
That's a lot of gold. Any chance we can get that in platinum?
I don't have it in platinum.
Shit.
That's 1,000 apiece for each of us.
Yeah.
Well, you have the bag of holding for you if you're worried about carrying it.
There's an exchanger, a person who can exchange them for platinum pieces if you need.
I'm fine either way.
I'll just carry the 1,000 in my bag for now.
Okay. Darius will just kind of carry it. It's like an extra, 20 pounds?
Yeah.
1,000 gold pieces, 20 pounds.
Apparently, yeah.
I just inputted it and only went up by like
bars.
22 pounds.
Walker?
It's in pieces rather than bars, so.
You've made a lot more profit than I expected.
And we still have to sell the painting.
Yes? Oh boy.
Which, like I said, some of those could go for up to, depending on the person you buy them from. Some people will likely only sell them for around 1,000 to 1,500, but just based off of my estimate, which is going to be different than another person's.
Do you know someone who would buy it for the 2,000?
Specifically, I know of one person who'd be willing to buy one for 2,000, but not all of them for 2,000.
Damn.
Do you know of any museums around here? Somewhere that would be interested in displaying them?
A place interested in displaying them.
For a price, of course.
For a price, they'd probably be one of the people who'd sell for maybe 1,500.
That's still more than 1,000.
Alright, so if we go to that one person for 2,000 and we go to the museum for the rest of them, that's still a tidy profit.
Yumi nods her head. That's another 8,000 gold. Whew. See? You see what happens when you and I work together to grab. She, lightly smacks this on his waist.
I can't say it hasn't been profitable.
You ask for the directions to the two people.
So you'll be told where to go to find them and talk to them, and you'll be able to get them to and they'll be willing to speak to you on that, and they'll be willing to go.
Holy shit.
Yeah, nice.
The division.
Yeah. Before you leave, she will give you a antiquities authentication note. Basically, it's basically saying, yes, I have looked it over. Yes, I do authenticate this as being the amount that is stated. Obviously, they're going to haggle still, but they basically have. She's made it so it's a lot harder for them to just be like, well, I don't really see how that could be that much, because you have someone who is trained in this who's been like, no, this is definitely this amount. Which has sped things up quite a bit for you.
Nice.
In that they didn't have a way to slow you down.
I'm sorry, I was looking at my hospital.
I'm rich. Another 1,000 gold. Added.
I got 2.
Hmm?
I got 2.
Because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
No. I mean for everyone else.
Ah.
1,333 to be exact.
So everybody gets an extra 133 on top of it, or just wait.
1,333 for the 5,000 gold, or excuse me, not 5,000 gold for the art pieces.
For the
So-
art pieces.
Yeah.
So far today, we've made 233,000 gold and 41 or 42 gold or platinum pieces of piece.
Yep.
Not bad.
Nah, it's just a mild day's work, you know.
Gurge, just so you're wondering, I'm giving you this so I can just add it to my sheet later.
Right. No, I've already been adding it.
Oh, okay.
I took care of you, man. Added it directly to your sheet. Wait, no.
What
How much fucking money does Eris have at this point?
Too much.
Eris, Mama Nuggets.
Nuggies, Eric. Be my sugar mom.
You said it was 2,330 what?
It's 1,333 for the paintings, 1,000 for the minted coins. So from the stuff that we got from the horde, that's 2,330.
And then 42 platinum pieces for the mission itself.
Well, 42 for some, 41 for others.
For you.
Ah, God, my sinuses are going crazy. Mm.
Don't go crazy, sinuses. Today is for chill.
Yeah. You guys do
No,
also
like,
have a city of things you can look through and shit. Don't forget.
Yes! Let's go shopping!
My
Hell yeah.
That's the whole point of Cloud Form City was that you guys would come back with, stuff, get loaded, and be able to, buy shit.
I've been patiently waiting, Guru. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, I knew, but I'm letting the others know who are like, I have money and I don't know what to do.
I got feathers in my inventory. I don't know where they're from, though.
You didn't mark where you got them from? Oh no.
I definitely dropped off my Remora's spine pods to be turned into something that could be made.
What would you like?
What can they make with them?
Well, they're spine pods, so they can be made into anything from essentially be worked into a rapier. If you want to have them ground into like a dust, they can actually try and make them into a shorter blade that might be more suitable to you. If you're wanting something more like a staff, they're not exactly meant for it, but they can certainly work with it to see what they can do. There's a lot of different things they can attempt
Could
to
they
do.
turn it into a whip?
They could turn it into a whip, basically
The
making
whip is good.
the point of
The
it.
whip is.
Yeah.
To be fair, if a whip is mentioned, she will go, oh, just like my head. That would be nice.
We can do that for you. No worries.
Being fair, you're not proficient in it, by the way.
Yeah. Bless you.
Just so you're aware.
You can still use it. It's just
Bless
that you
you.
won't add your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, simple thing. Oh, right, sorcerers don't get simple weapon.
No, it's a
Whips
martial
are
weapon.
martial.
Oh, are they?
You
Oh!
get simple.
yes.
Yeah.
Our scythes. Oh, I don't know how to say it. A scythe. Scythes. Are they weapons in D&D?
Depends on how you look at it and how you go about it. Technically speaking, no, not specifically, but also technically speaking, sure, they could be.
A sickle is, Don has essentially said that a scythe is pretty much like a
long
great
sickle.
club.
It's a blade. It's a slashing damage great club.
That's cool.
Because Navarro has
So
one.
it's a simple weapon that uses two hands.
Is it strength or dex?
Strength.
Strength.
You can have it.
There is no way that a scythe would be freaking dexterity.
Yeah.
I'd argue NPR war scythes would be a more halberd.
Oh no, that's like a war. That's a war scythe, not a
Yeah, war scythes are more like halberd-esque, I thought.
No, that would be a war scythe. She's talking about like a scythe.
Yeah, and scythes aren't useful as well. NPRs, they're not very good for fighting.
Oh yeah,
Don't
I'm not saying that they
lie to
would
you.
be. No, they
No,
would not
but
be.
this
I was
is-
just asking
this
because
is
if it was a
fantasy.
dex weapon, then it would have been perhaps plausible. But Figment's poor little -1 strength modifier.
It's
This
like
is-
using
this is-
inefficient, even more inefficient pitchfork as a weapon.
This is just fantasy. We've already gone through this discussion when I got the scythe.
Yeah, this is fantasy. We work with what we got, and we just kind of throw our hands up and go, sure.
Alright,
It
I
is
got
not- basically they can customize it a little bit to make it so you could use it. It's just not the best, you know.
Are we shopping?
Right now, yes. To make a whip like that, this
I
is
have
you.
4 pods.
You have 4? Okay. They would only really need 2.
Could the other 2 be used in improving a quarterstaff, like my quarterstaff?
They could indeed. They would say that the cost of that would be because you're supplying a good chunk of the parts by having the spine pods to be usable for it. They'd say they could do it for 1,000 gold.
Done. Absolutely.
They're more than happy to work with you on that. It will take them just a little bit of time to actually, finish making it, but yeah, just give them the time and they'll be able to make it.
I'm gonna look for. Is there a place that I can get cook's tools?
Yeah.
How much is it?
The amount in the PHB.
Okay, let me look that up. Hang on, I'll be right there. I don't know why I'm whispering. Hang on.
I don't know why either.
I'm also gonna look for not pizzelles. Like fried dough with powdered sugar on it. Do they have something like that?
Yes. They also have ones with pieces of chocolate embedded into them.
Yeah, I'll get like an order, like a big bag full of those.
No, I don't think you understand. When I'm saying fried dough, I mean you put both your hands together and it's a little bit bigger than that.
Oh.
Smothered in chocolate with pieces of chocolate embedded into it.
Yeah, can I get a lot of them?
I mean, you can get a few of them, sure. Each one is 2 silver pieces.
Can I get 7?
Yeah. If you want to get 7, you can get 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna get 7. I'm gonna hand them out. That's 14 gold pieces. Okay.
No, not 14 gold pieces, 14 silver pieces.
Silver. Yeah.
Which 14 silver pieces is a gold piece and 4 silver pieces.
Okay. And the cook's utensils are 1 gold piece, so I'll spend that.
Trust me, I'm making myself hungry too.
I'm so fucking hungry.
That is the suffering that I have whenever I speak of food. I'm always hungry.
Alright, I'll pass them out and just carry them around, I guess, as we shop.
Okay. Let's just assume every time that she's cursing because she's been kicked. Oh no.
Eris is possibly going to go on a bit of a shopping binge
Okay.
of things that might not necessarily be necessary.
Oh no, that's kind of the point of this. If you don't want to, if you want to find things that aren't necessary, by all means.
I was gonna go at least look at a magic shop.
Okay. Anything particular that you're looking for?
Alchemist fire or anything that could be that's a potion that can deal damage.
there's one that they mentioned that they're like, as soon as like they start mentioning, like, we have a potion of no, we wouldn't want to give no, we don't need to get in trouble for that again.
Again?
Shut up.
A potion of what exactly?
Ah, so you know when you're making a potion of healing.
No.
Okay. When you're making a potion of healing, there's sometimes, very, very occasionally, that's not exactly something that happens very often, but it does occasionally happen, where you, as you're attempting to use it and stuff, or rather combined everything and stuff, wind up with something that is not a potion of healing. One that would be, dare I say, poisonous to ingest.
I'm not looking for something ingestible here.
That's what we figured. That's why he looks to his friend who just makes like this, like he's kind of covering his mouth, and you guess he's probably casting message on the poor asshole.
But I'd say if you want to, I looked at Harrison, if you want to waste money anywhere, here's a pretty fun place to do it.
To be fair, I have these. She pulls out a blowgun.
Oh my god!
I've been trying to figure out a way to perhaps put something on the darts that I use with this.
I don't think that would work if it's ingestible. Ingestible needs to be consumed, I believe, right?
Correct.
Most of the guys.
It affects
Yeah.
the stomach, not the. We could
Bloodstream.
certainly look into what would be needed for that. Is that your fist, Paris?
Might be.
She has a potion of harming. It's called her fist. She can apply it directly to the skin.
Okay.
All right. If you're looking for something more, you're looking for something that you don't ingest either?
Preferably something that explodes or implodes.
Okay.
Implode
Explode
is
or
what we
explode.
do.
Do we still got those? Yeah, we've got maybe 5 things of alchemy fire. We can sell them to you for 250 gold. Is that alright with you? Sir?
Buddies! Get the sandwich out your mouth!
I think he dropped.
Sir, bring your ass back here. You are now in a court of law. How do you plead?
Easy
Guilty.
does it, Judge Dredd.
I am the law!
I hate you all.
Why do you hate?
I love you. No, specifically Paris.
What did Paris do?
Love you.
You don't want to know.
You say this, but
check voice chat text. You will find out.
Illegal. No.
It's not illegal. It's an accurate depiction.
It's getting worse. No.
I'm sorry, Uncle.
you're fine. They'd be willing to sell you the 5 that they have for 250 gold.
5 fucking
Alchemy fire.
alchemy fire. Yeah, sure. I'm saying I'm 250 gold. 5 alchemy fire for my sheet if you can. Good stuff.
Yes.
I bought ammo for my gun.
That is good.
How does it feel? How's it feel, Oz? I have a gun. Technically a flamethrower, close enough.
Fuck
though.
you.
Oh my god.
This is what happens when people, go to the weird, mysterious islands.
I don't think I could use it anyway.
I mean,
It's a
you
quarterstaff.
can.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
Oh,
Yeah.
It counts as a quarterstaff. Yeah.
gimme.
No, I got it custom made through my own grind.
I'm gonna steal it when he's not.
Dude, you're stealing a guy who can barely walk cane. That's hilarious.
That is
That's his
literally like
cane.
stealing the cripple's wheelchair.
It's really funny.
Because yeah, he has it integrated into a cane. So I just love the idea. Like, mine. Just kick.
You're lost, old man.
Just kicks the cane from underneath his
No,
waist.
just
like,
dead
field goal
legs him.
kicks it. Ugh.
Dead legs him, so he's on the ground while she's running off with it.
Mine now.
You had your chance.
You shouldn't have got a fucked up leg.
It's not even fucked up leg.
gosh.
Fucked up
Well, first of all, it's his back, but
Yeah, it's his back.
second of all, it's
Second of all, it's something he's born with.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have been.
Shit,
Tharius was thinking about offering to get something for Figment, but now he's not sure.
I'm just kidding, out of character.
I know. He
I
will
love
offer.
Dragon.
He will ask and be like, "Did you need anything?" Like,
No,
specific.
I'm okay.
Oh,
But it's
Figment,
all-
did we ever get you diamonds?
I
Darius is
got
going to get him diamonds.
one.
You add
So-
another one because Darius
Oh.
is going to pay 300 gold for another set of diamonds. Just like I don't trust this. Get some more
Thank
diamonds.
you. So I have two now. Okay.
Yes.
Now I can revive two of y'all if you die.
Oh
Only
yeah, I forgot I almost died. By the way, Oz, Dred almost died in one hit last.
I would have been
he
able to
was-
get his
he
cane.
was at full health. And
Are you
it did enough
fucking
damage-
kidding
it did
me?
enough
We have a
damage where-
wizard like this in like every campaign.
I just had a meltdown.
I was at full health, and it was like 16 damage away from instantly killing me.
Yeah.
From full to dead
You
instantly.
guys gotta stop playing wizards.
No,
I play a
no.
sorcerer.
I gotta
My-
it's so stressful to maintain them.
My next character is gonna be a wizard.
No!
Excellent.
Stop!
I mean, I have a wizard, but if
They
it
get one
makes you feel
D4
any better, she's got
Per level.
D6. The fuck are you
I'm
want?
so scared to see a D4 of health class.
No, it
That
feels like
DPS
it's a D4. It feels
If it makes
that
you feel any
DPS
better-
D4 health must be terrifying.
Oh,
If
yeah,
it makes you feel any better, Oz, I have a wizard that has pretty good.
they've been
Hear
really
me
decent.
out. It's just the
Doesn't.
Mystic class. It's the same Mystic UA class for the D4 health.
Moving on.
He's
So,
Don's getting, like, triggered.
so Eris has got a whip and a quarterstaff that are being commissioned. Shouldn't take them too long.
I'm
I'm
having
gonna
my
go-
quarterstaff upgraded, basically.
Basically,
I'm gonna go talk to the big boss.
which big boss? That's very vague.
The giant big boss. Or try to.
How
You
giant?
can't speak
Yeah.
to like the giant big boss, but you can attempt to speak to one of the Gith who work underneath them.
Didn't he come out?
They came out to greet you because you were new people.
That's her. So, what is this kid's name? It's been legit forever since I fucking talked
You
to
are
her.
wanting to speak to one of the staff of the Skysling Blade. Naheth.
Can I speak to the head, please?
Yes, that is me.
But, so we came back from a mission, and we found a few things, and one of them, and I will pull out the sword, is this.
Meh. It will
She'll
be
hand it to her.
alright. But I can definitely look it over. You would not be the first person to bring such things here.
I'll give it to her.
Okay. Yep. She takes a minute, and you see her like she looks it over for a moment, and then she kind of like puffs out her cheeks ever so slightly, like, Where did you find this? I haven't seen it.
Dragon Horde. Again, it's just like Timmy Turner, internet.
Yeah, but she unlike the other people, she kind of like gives you a look of, I beg your good bitch. What?
Dead. Ancient Green Dragon Horde.
Better. But even.
Can't eat your bed.
But it's tasty.
Sorry. Sorry. Continue.
You're fine. You had to yell at your doggo. Doggo is doing the things that doggo should not be doing. That doesn't stop it from being what it is, obviously. Obviously, I would presume you... Are you one of the groups that has an individual with the spell I have just used, Identify, specifically? Yes. So you are aware of this?
I was aware of it before you used Identify. Just kind of shrugs. My family likes to learn.
Were you wishing to keep it?
I was hoping to sell. I was hoping to sell it, but I wanted him to know that this might be in circulation in the city, as opposed to that becoming a surprise later on.
We will make sure that it is tagged. It's not something that would be of utmost danger. There are a few cities and colonies of giants of a lesser, I want to say of a lesser generosity, but that doesn't sound the right word. They're willing to fight against our cause. And so sometimes having such an item is understandable, but it is not exactly a comfort to know that they are here. We will make sure that they are kept in order and in line.
Again, figured he'd appreciate just knowing that there's something there.
We will indeed.
Cut out for me. Shit.
We will indeed be glad to know that this is here.
Okay. I'll take the sword and head back out.
Right.
Oh, thank you!
You're welcome.
I'll head out to sell this.
Okay. Best price that you're going to get for it is going to be, actually, are you going to attempt to haggle?
Yeah. I'm going to fail at it, but yes.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I lower the DC?
Are you going to be with her?
Yeah.
I think we're all still with
Are we not all still there? I thought we were
because she went to the main area. She went to the main HQ building to speak
sure.
with.
He'll follow her like a lost puppy.
We're all with we're partying as a group. Guru.
Yeah.
No, I'm aware. But that's why I'm double checking.
Group shop.
So advantage or lower DC?
Tell you what, if you're all there and you're all kind of working with each other, go ahead and roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Wait, I'm adding guidance too. Can I?
Yeah, you can add guidance before she goes in to talk to him.
Yeah.
Let me know the final result.
16.
Hold on. Not yet. With guidance. 19.
I don't need to fucking make you reroll that.
Yeah. So let me roll them. Okay.
Fuck.
What is the amount that you are looking for this?
Would I know how much something like this would be worth?
depending on who you sell it to, it could be anywhere from 2 to 5,000 gold.
I mean, it was pretty dangerous to get this. And run you
Dangerous,
back for
not what
my...
I can validate for worth of an item, madam.
It looks pretty well made, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why you're
When-
able to evaluate somewhere between
And
that
it's-
price, depending on.
And it's older as well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
Huddle. Everybody in.
Everybody in.
I'm literally doing math to figure out which is the easiest freaking number.
I say we ask for 2,400 personally. It splits up between 6 rather easily.
I was
And
thinking 3,000.
that's pushing our luck.
I like
It's
the big
worth
number.
anywhere between 2 to 5.
I think Dren's suggestion is more likely, but I think Yumi's is more fun.
It's definitely more ambitious.
Let's try it, and if not, we'll shoot for that number.
We're just huddled up in front of this
Yo, yeah,
guy.
no, the
Right.
person's just like.
Sometimes it be that
Yeah,
way.
no, the guy's just looking at it, just like, yes, I've seen this before.
She turns around. Would you settle for 3,000? Because I know these things do go as high as 5.
You see, like, he's like mulling it over, just like.
Eris gives him a thumbs up and a nod. It's like, this is good. This is an exchange of goods and services.
I am
It's a pretty
learning.
good deal. Figment like tilts
How?
his head and like
I
does the
actually
thing
had-
with the. I'm sorry.
3,000 and I'll give you a fortune.
Figment bats his eyelashes and twirls his hair around a finger.
And after a little bit, you see him slowly kind of just shrug, just like, all right. With the fortune,
Awesome.
of course.
With the fortune, okay.
Awesome, 3,000. So I'll take the gold and wait for Duran to do his thing.
His thong.
That thong, da dong, dong, dong.
We were both on the same track there for a
She
second.
has dumps like a truck.
What?
But it is also on the same
That is
track.
the next lyric.
I know. I was. That's what I was like.
That's
Wait,
the
no.
next
You
lyric of
went
that
into the
song.
next
Good
lyric.
job.
Why? No.
So you want your future riddles. For all to declare understanding of the past, present, and future. So let's see what this man gets, okay?
Okay. Split between you. What is the amount for 3,000 between you? While he's pulling that up.
Oh, hang on.
He got 2 of branches.
Hmm.
You had to make hard decisions in your past. A lot of planning for the future that you wish to have.
He doesn't say anything, but he nods.
2 of arrows. You have to constantly. You've been dealing with a lot of compromise. Okay. You have to carefully consider your actions.
He leans forward a
in
little
present
bit.
time. The last one is a king of vessels, but I did accidentally pull it upside down. So it's an upside down king of vessels.
He'll kind of just stare at it and kind of look at you like,
Which is actually technically the last tarot card in June's deck. Because the vessel is his last suit, so to speak, and the king is the last of every card.
mm-hmm. What does that
Not
mean?
laughing.
I know
The future
he's
is
being a
very
man of, you know.
Yes. something emotionally manipulating or volatile spells out in your future.
I knew that bitch was cheating on me.
Oh my god.
So that 300 gold, huh?
Holy shit.
We got 3,000 because we're giving the sword and the force. Oh my god.
Dude. The fact that I pulled that upside down, too.
Right.
I imagine if you'd done it right side up, it might have changed things. But he's like, "No, that bitch is cheating on me."
Yeah, no, a right side up, like normal, is like a generous person, emotionally balanced, a leader, in control, and unselfish, open personality. Upside down on me. What do you mean buying this? Sorry, what do you mean buying this? All of this is true. Drin's fortune he gave Eris at the beginning of the campaign scared her.
Oh yeah.
He genuinely has tarot cards he's pulling to her. Like,
yeah.
in real life, he genuinely has them.
Oh yeah, no, and this guy, when I rolled for his insight with the other stuff, yeah, it's well below a 16. So yeah, he's totally just eating this up. Because it's it's everything he said has related to him, and he's thinking to himself, no, that sounds right. And he's like, okay, this is really me we're talking about. Okay, and then all of a sudden here's that, just like, I knew that bitch was cheating on me.
I say nothing on this. I'm just witnessing this phenomenon in action.
Oh yeah, he doesn't say anything, but he just kind of nods and just lets that kind of just sit there in the air. Thank you for that reading.
This boy is intense.
Believe me, it's my pleasure.
Shit.
I am crying. This is amazing.
Alright, so that has gotten the sword taken care of, and in turn, you guys have gotten money for it.
So how much did we all get?
An extra 500
Five
gold.
for you.
So yeah, you guys have gotten a bit of bunk.
It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, you guys can buy some shit. But what do you
Oh,
want to buy?
man.
Price to
Because,
defense.
I imagine
Oh, I
it's,
haven't been this fucking flush in so long.
I imagine since, Azaria's been quiet, I really do want to know what you are looking at.
I got a list. Save me for last. I got a list. It's gonna take a while.
We're probably gonna have to honestly wrap it up.
Yeah.
What do you mean you have zero money?
No, going to have 0 when it's done.
No, he just said Story has zero money.
Story has? Oh, Story got something that he wanted, and he has the money that he needs, which is 0. Which actually, hold on, let me mention a thing to Story real quick. Nope, not that. No, don't you open it. Don't you open it. Don't. I was clicking.
I'm trying
okay.
to find the king of vessels again. The king on.
Okay, I just wanted to ask that question because that is something that, with the amount that he has, he could totally do.
Man gone. Oh, there we go.
Then yes. Because, I mean, you're going to have 0 money at the end of this anyway, so I figured I'd make sure that, if you wanted to up it a little bit more, then yes. For that, let me double check something real quick. Wrong book! I was trying to grab the book in front of it.
I'm dreading making this many NPCs.
Yeah.
Mainly because Dawn might try and kill me.
Likely.
I
You
rolled
didn't have a good
for
attempt
it.
today. So.
I rolled for it. I'm sorry.
Blame your dice then. So you've added 2, 3, 3, so those 2, 8. Alright.
So, Guru, this is a very magical place, right?
Yes.
Like this city.
The city is, yes.
Yeah. Guru, I know what Drin wants to buy.
Hmm.
I want to buy 20 levels worth of spells material.
They do sell those in installments to try and keep people from, having, for lack of better words, all of their time.
I should be
that.
able to stockpile my weaponry.
No, you're not allowed to stockpile your weaponry.
I want to be like a redneck in the South. Let me stockpile my guns.
No,
how much can I
allowed.
buy? I don't want to spend 1,000 on. 1,000 on. No, that'd be 1,000 would be 10. No, 500 would be 10. I want to spend 1,000. Yeah, on paper and ink.
On paper and ink? Yeah, they'll let you do it
Yeah.
on paper and ink. If you're like trying to buy like,
Oh my
spell
goodness,
scrolls and
excuse
stuff
me.
like
Nice.
that, that's where the limit is. Now, if you're trying to buy paper and
Yeah.
ink, they have it like charged up, ready for you to go, basically.
Yeah, I want to just in case I run into more shit, I'm looking to just drop 1,000 of that on just like 20 levels worth of paper and ink.
Yeah, you can totally do that for paper and ink. Because that's not weaponry, that's just paper and ink.
That's ammunition.
Without a gun for it to fire from, it's just, yeah.
You see, that's why
Oh, sorry.
I get the weaponry totally legal, or the ammunition totally legal, but I get the guns from the black.
You get the guns from like out in the boonies where no one hacks actual rules.
But if we're about to go to like one of the most well-known countries for magic, that apparently is what we're about to go to, having that much ammunition to be able to get some guns wouldn't be bad. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I figured.
Man makes a good point. Man makes a good point.
Also, that was to something else, not you. But at the same
Do
time,
you want to
yeah.
add a machine for me, Guru?
How much gold? How much was it again?
I used 1,000 gold pieces to buy 20 levels of spells in paper ink. Of possible spells in paper ink.
Glorious.
Levels.
I think there's already one for that, Guru. I believe there should be already an item for that because I think I already have like one. I think I have one level of spell left currently for my money. I'm not sure.
Let me pull you up.
It would be in my items.
That's what I'm looking at. Paper and ink. You have 3 left from what I can see.
Oh, I have 3 left, so bump that up to 23 for me,
Will do.
and then mark on 1,000 for it.
1,000's been knocked off.
Ow! I just went to itch my shoulder, used the wrong arm, and felt my back pop in 3 different places.
Delicious.
Scrumptious.
It felt both good and painful.
Guru, quick question.
Yes.
Can you wear gloves underneath gauntlets in D&D?
I'm pretty sure you can. So long as it's just fabric.
Technically, yes.
Just want to make sure.
Gloves can go under gauntlets. Yes.
Well, if they're magical, I think that quote unquote fills up the slot for some.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
games
it's for
run
your
it like
hands.
RPG.
Mm.
Yeah.
Would rings count against that?
No.
Oh god.
Those
You're
are
back. Real quick.
Gotcha.
They might be a little uncomfortable, but technically, by the rules.
10 rings.
Preferably, you try and remember to limit those, but then again, the way that is limited is through attunement.
I get like 10 rings of warming, and
That
I'm
doesn't.
never
That's not
cold
how that
again.
works. No, that's not how it works. You only need one ring
I
of
know.
warming for that.
Imagine though,
I want
place is
to
like,
ensure that I don't get frostbite.
it's pretty nice up there.
The insurement that you're not
Holy
getting
cow.
frostbite.
Holy cow. I mean, if I have a minute, I would like to request a couple things.
You do.
Can I find a magic item?
Mm-hmm. It's less of a magic item shop so much as a magic item.
Emporium.
I'm not sure emporium would be the right word either. They are the sort of people you bring magic items to validate, that yes, this is in fact a magical item for people who don't have a wizard in the party to identify. But people also then sell some of those items as well, so they just kind of have them.
Mm-hmm.
And the person in there is like, as soon as you enter, it's this. You're not sure exactly what gender they are. They have like some of the the facial structures of someone who is more slightly more masculine, but they're wearing like this drapery and such that's clearly more feminine, and they're kind of postulating themselves in a very just enjoying themselves, lounging sort of way on a couch that is far bigger than them. They are a red-skinned tiefling with horns that almost pressed and curled around the sides of their head, almost in a crown-like manner, with this blue gemstone just kind of dangling between their eyes as they kind of lazily turn to look over at you. Welcome. Slowly, they kind of just sit up and make themselves a little bit more presentable, but they still kind of leaning on the arm of the couch. So, you've come to my fine establishment. How can I help you, Ms.
Azaria. I'm here looking for, a few things, but I'll start with the easier things. Would you happen to have any rings for sale of the magic?
I have more than rings. I have so many things, but rings are a small thing. I am Zavoria. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Azaria. Come, we will look at these rings and see what you wish for. Tell me, do you have an idea of what you're looking for, or are you simply looking at rings? Yeah, that's their name.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I was like, are they like mispronouncing my name?
No, they said, I am Zavoria. You are Azaria. I am Zavoria.
Interesting. I like that.
Thing that might make it a little more difficult for people to stop me in my tracks, if you will. Run over things that might slow me down, if you will. Something to ensure that I'm not slow.
Fascinating. Something like that might go for quite a bit, depending on who made it, of course. I've myself dabbled. Just a bit.
Cutting out a little bit there, man.
I myself have dabbled a little bit, but I'm sure that someone's made something that might match your needs. It's likely to be expensive is the main issue, but I'm sure we can find something we can do with this. So something against movement impairment. Anything else?
This is a little more unusual of a request, but would you happen to have any grappling hooks?
Grappling. That's a mundane sort of thing. Are you looking for something magical in the grappling hook department?
Yes.
Hmm. In what regard? Never mind. I'll figure it out. She goes off to the back, and you see that there's this little gnome who's kind of sitting at the cashier, the where you cash out and stuff, and they kind of just look at you and they just kind of shake their heads slowly, just like, you're giving her ideas. You shouldn't do that. No, you don't understand. You laugh now. You don't want to do that. If she gets an idea in her head, she's going to make 5 of them. If she makes 5 of them, she's going to expect me to do all the work. And if I have to do all the work, we got to close down.
Yumi says hello to the gnome in Gnomish.
Ah! Says hi to, back to you in Gnomish. Like, eh. He's a rock gnome as well.
Yeah, same, yeah.
I was thinking the same thing!
He has kind of the crooked nose, kind of speaking out of his his nasals, as it were. But he's friendly enough. Just kind of, like he's just like looking at it and knowing she's just like, does your friend know what she's getting into? Does she really think she knows what she's getting into? I don't think she does.
She just shakes her head no.
Ah,
She'll pull out the watch and show it to him.
nice.
Every gnome she meets, she's been gushing to you about this watch.
Ah, man, it's good craftsmanship. You make it yourself?
She shakes her head no.
Tell them that they did pretty good.
It was a gift from her. She'll point to Eris.
Ah, does she speak Gnomish?
Shakes her head no again.
Actually, let me roll some real quick. He is a pretty smart lad. If my dice would roll, oh yeah.
Raina!
He turns to Eris and in Draconic says, "Hey there, good work with the watch."
She jitters.
There goes!
Probably nearly stumbles over a table, steady herself. She's not prepared. Is not prepared for the draconic out of nowhere.
Don't worry, I get that effect on a lot of people. They see someone my size, they don't expect the deep resonance of it.
She responds in draconic with, "You have very good accent."
Thank you. I've had to practice with some of the best linguists around. They did not want me getting it wrong in the slightest.
No, especially when you think about some of certain words. I'm sure you know which ones. I'm sure you know which ones I'm talking about.
Oh, I am very much aware of the ones you're speaking of. Just yep. But yeah, it's welcome to us. Welcome to the shop. This is sorry, let me pull up. Zavoria's Zealous Goods. She lives up to the name. It was actually something that was brought up to her multiple times, and she just kept hearing it and going, "Yes, that's me." She eventually named her shop that.
Yes, it is a good shop. Why were you saying that I made something good?
The points to the watch.
I did not make the watch.
But then you must have good friends then. Friends with good eyes. The workings of this are spectacular.
I will let her know.
Thank you very much. I need good eyes like this. Maybe one day I'll be able to steal them off the damn ships and actually get someone who can actually help me. But what can you do? You live, you love, and you cry. Zavoria will not be able to find you a ring, by the way. She will be able to find you boots, but not a ring.
Are there bracers here?
What kind of braces are you looking for?
Bracers of defense.
Let me pull it up real quick. Racers of defense. They do have a set of bracers of defense. They cost 3,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
They're a rare item. The fact that they only cost 3,000 means that she's confident in her work.
Well, armor class is not what it needs to
How much are
be.
you lacking, Yumi?
Not lacking. Just makes me very, very poor. Again.
I can very happily provide some cost.
Are you sure about that?
Yumiko, I have spent half of the afternoon spending money on gems and food. I'm very happy to part with some of my money for something that would be important to you.
Split half-half?
Half and half, then, yes.
She will hug her waist, since that's about as far as I can get on this tall drink of water. I can't with you. No, wrong number entry. Do not do that. Okay.
Matt, did you hear what I said?
I did, but I didn't want to interrupt. What kind of boots are they?
They are boots of. They're called boots of displacement. Basically, if you come across non-magical difficult terrain, you can spend a charge from it. It has 3 charges to ignore the difficult terrain for up to an hour. Recharges 1d3 charges at the next dawn.
You cut out there, man.
Recharging 1d3 charges at the next dawn if you've used them.
Makes sense.
Only cost 500 gold.
So, I'm sorry, dude, you cutting out again.
500 gold pieces.
500 gold pieces.
Yes, I typed it in to make sure that I was heard.
Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. And she didn't have anything on the grappling hook front.
Oh yeah, no, she let me actually pull it up. There's a thing that she like looks at you dead in the eye when she does it too.
Oh boy, what do we got here?
Let me just see if it's what is
Everybody
it called?
up in their AC. My goodness.
Yes, she will look at you. She will pull out a grappling hook and throw it over her shoulder.
What did she just throw over her shoulder?
A grappling hook.
Just like a standard grappling.
The standard grappling hook just kind of throws it over her shoulder, and then she pulls out a coil of rope. It's a bit longer than your standard coil of rope. She holds it out to you. This cost 450 gold pieces. But then again, a rope of climbing is very useful indeed. Because you don't need the grappling hook part of it to make it go up. And she will say a word that will cause it to begin going upwards. Just on its own. And if you wish, you can instruct it to knot itself and make it so it's easier to climb up. It does shorten it a bit when you knot it, but otherwise...
How long is the coil of rope itself?
60 feet.
And it doesn't assist in the climbing itself, I imagine.
If you ask for it to knot itself, yes, it does. That's why I told you about that part. She winks at you. No sense not giving you all the useful, pertinent information, after all. What kind of seller would I be if I were to do that?
Of course, of course.
Is the rope still in the air?
Yeah.
gonna reach out and tug on it.
It's pretty solid. Like you give it a good hard tug, and it just stays in the air.
Definitely seems useful.
She will not attempt to climb because she is large and she does not want to hit the ceiling.
The ceiling's still a decent way up, maybe about 60 feet or so.
Oh shit! I'm going up.
Okay, yeah. You start climbing this thing, and you watch as she just like looks up at you and just like, see, your friend's got the right idea. You're just hanging out.
If you fall, I can't catch you.
I can.
Did you see what I DM'd you, by the way?
Oh, 1 second here.
Look, now you got me looking at this girl to see if she looks muscular.
I think she just has feather fall. But that might just be an assumption.
A correct one, indeed.
Yeah.
Let me double check the price of that. And by that I mean the rarity.
Yeah.
Oh, not that page. One page before.
I believe it's uncommon. I might be wrong though.
She would be willing to sell it to you for 550 gold.
I have that, right?
You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. I'll put one on that. You guys just sit there, like, whisper something to her. She just brings it out, and just slides the gold and puts on an amulet.
Do I know what that is?
Roll a history check. With
Yay! That's an 11. I do not have advantage.
not
thanks.
specifically. You would have to ask Dren about it to know exactly what he asked for.
What on earth did you get?
Something to help me dodge my responsibilities, you know. Just gives you a thumbs up.
That's a lot of dodging.
Exactly.
Not enough dodging in the world some days. Until you get to the right place, in which case you can dodge as much as you want.
How does a necklace prevent your responsibilities? She calls down from the rope.
Well, if you are smart enough, it depends on what responsibility you're dodging. Some people like to dodge it through the arcane means. Other people like to dodge it through other means of,
Yumi holds up her bracelets.
yes, more physical nature. There are other ways that, other things rather, that could be considered to be dangers to oneself that one might need to dodge. But that's from a person-to-person standpoint. Are you having fun up there, by the way?
This is a delight.
She's having the
Wonderful.
time of her life, and it's
What would
adorable.
you do if I just said the command word again, huh? Just
Don't do that to her!
I have feather fall. It is fine.
You wouldn't have to. I would catch you. Well, I have Featherfall, so I would
She
catch you
looks
in that
down.
way.
No!
In the way of Featherfall.
Jump.
No,
I was
Eris!
gonna say, because, like, the minute the tiefling says I can catch you, then Eris is gonna be like,
Are you sure about that?
I bet you can't do a flip.
No, Eris!
No, I am sure I can't do a flip either. I would not try.
If you had the time to do it, I'm sure you could.
Spinning in the air while panicking does not count as a flip.
I mean, it's a sort of flip.
I mean, we've practiced jumping out of the ship enough that you should be able to do a flip in the air by now.
Please don't.
I'm just going to climb down.
A wise choice.
And once the reckless one is begging you not to.
And the rope.
You remember how much I said for that, right?
900 total.
Yeah.
I'd like your eyes on the two. I'm just gonna cast invisibility.
You've just cast invisibility, and you're just like, I don't want to
See
see.
invisibility.
Oh, see invisibility. Okay.
Just in case anybody's or anything's looking at us while we're doing this dumb shit.
No
Curious.
one is, but you do notice that there's a an area that looks like it has been made invisible. Just a few little items.
What's the invisible items?
They look to be bones, as far as you can tell.
Did you kill someone then turn them invisible?
No, not humanoid bones, like fiendish-looking bones. Like
Did you kill a fiend and turn it invisible?
I've turned its bones invisible to make it less of an eyesore to people who just walk in. You must be casting a certain. Of course, yes. I recommend. Well, I mean, I can't tell you to stop doing it. Obviously, you're going to do what you're going to do. But if you're going to do it, just if you do know the language, don't converse with it. It's an asshole.
It's alive.
Technically, I kept it from going all the way back to ensure that it wouldn't be able to cause harm or danger by
May I
attempting
look
to
at
seek
it?
me out. You may look at it, yes, but as I said, I would recommend you not attempt to converse with it.
I do not know the language, I believe. Guru, do I know them? I don't think. I know Celestial. I do not believe I know
Not
Infernal or Abyss.
not those languages, no. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah, I know Celestial.
yeah, you know Draconic is the other one.
Yeah.
Quick question, Guru.
Rope what?
Is the rope attunement?
No.
The boots are attunement, though.
Yes.
Is the griffin statue attunement?
No.
Shouldn't touch that. Like underneath the clothing now. He had like 4 layers on because of the chain he got under him too. Oh, true. My AC wasn't as low as I said it was. I forgot I had that chain on now.
Yeah,
Still not great, but it's
Oh yeah, no, he hit you with over a 22.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, yeah. I checked your AC just to make sure, if in case you could cast like shield or something, but
I don't have that.
yeah, I said in case.
You need a ritual spell? Boy, howdy, do I got you.
Eh,
The defensive ones, though.
Yeah,
I
maybe
got
some
a
other
lot of
time.
that.
Is the griffin statue attunement, though?
I said no.
no.
Okay, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
No worries.
So, in that case,
Are braces a defense attunement?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, they weren't. I'd shit myself. That's
oh god,
Is
That's too
imagine.
good.
is cloak of protection attunement?
Yes.
Okay. Regular swimming is not, if I remember correctly.
Don't believe so.
No, it isn't, because I just straight up
Most
gave it to
items you
Tharius.
wear are, I believe.
No, it isn't, because I remember giving it to Tharius and he just was immediately able to swim, because I rode him like a freaking boat.
Yes.
What was I thinking?
Like
Oh,
the
right.
Hoff.
Like the Hoffman, yeah.
Do you happen to have anything in terms of armor?
Be more specific.
Either actual armor or anything besides bracers? That would make it a little harder to take me. I know I can't wear armor and braces at the same time.
Most of that's pretty difficult to make and come by, just for the time put in and necessities. Was there a fashionable sort of idea that you had in mind? Essentially, are you looking for something lighter, heavier, things of that nature?
On the lighter side, if possible. I'm a bit svelte.
Fair enough.
Wait,
Most
Wait,
of
what?
Svelte.
Oh. I'm sorry, that word threw me off.
You're fine. Most of the items that we have that will be of armoring necessities and stuff tend to run around 250 gold minimum, depending on what kind. Lighter armors like that are easier, but still going to be around that price minimum.
Is she saying to make something?
No, she has something, but she's saying that most of it is going to be like armor of resistance and stuff. And even a +1 is going to be that much.
All right.
Is going to cost you.
I'd be interested in seeing what you have.
She'll nod. She has armor of acid resistance.
Nice.
Armor of fire resistance. And armor of lightning resistance. A bit of an assortment, but she certainly ain't complaining.
And each one of these would be around 250.
2,050.
Oh,
And
you said
2,500. 2,500.
You said 250.
I meant 2,500, which is what I said at the beginning.
Yeah, I could still afford one of them. Unfortunately, this is only good if you know that you're going to be facing creatures of a specific type.
True. But having something to protect you in case of can be very helpful indeed. I have a set that I'm working on, but getting the people who can cast such spells tends to be an annoyance. Necromancy is not exactly a sort of thing that people cast as often as one might expect, at least not willingly.
That's fair enough. I'll hold off on the armor for now. Might change in a bit if I know where I'm going.
Fair enough. Anything else I can assist you all with?
This is going to be the most out of the blue question, but it does pertain to where I'm planning on going next. What's your favorite sweet shop in the city?
My favorite sweet shop? I know of a wonderful place just a little up the way. It sells this amazing thing of how do I put it? They take the some of the dough that they have and they make them into circles, and then they pop out a piece of the center of it, and they dip that as well into this glaze of sugar.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Ooh, okay. Well, I know where I'm going next.
Yes. They sell mostly just that. It's surprising how they can make a profit with such, but at the same time, I'm not complaining myself, and I'm still buying from them, so clearly they're doing something right.
It's addictive, isn't it?
It's so good.
I'm sorry, what is your name again? I'm not sure I got it the first time.
Zavoria.
She'll hold her hand out to her.
She'll take your hand.
I'm Yumiko, but please call me Yumi.
Yumiko. Yumi. I like it. It's got pizzazz and charm.
Oh, I'm the least charming.
I said it has it. If you wish to think that you don't, I mean, I'm not going to stop you, but at the same time, that's how it sounds like.
I'm being flattered by a very beautiful tiefling. Someone pulled me away.
Why?
Eris
enjoying
will lean
yourself.
down, lift up the Yumi.
Oh, Yumi, sorry I can't eat any of that with you. I'm trying to watch my figure. You know, I'm trying to lose weight. Just imagine Yumi look at this dick that is Drew, like, boy.
Pretty much. Just like, bitch, are you serious? She kind of looks at him. I mean, if you're trying to watch your figure, then you need to gain a little weight, because I can barely see it as is.
Oh, there was one other thing I was looking for.
That of?
Do you have any gloves that would make it... This is rather specific. Easier to climb, specifically, as opposed to climbing and swimming? I've heard of those. But I'm rather proficient at swimming at this point in my life.
Sadly, I don't have anything specifically for one of those. I have climbing and swimming, as those tend to be easier to make in bulk, if you will.
How much for one of those?
I'd say only about 250 gold.
Ah, I will take off the ring of swimming, put it away, and give this woman 250 gold, because holy shit.
I'll take a pair too. At this point, I mean, can't hurt.
Do you think we will need to swim again in the ocean?
Most likely. Not in the ocean, but we'll probably need to swim again. I know. Cats her arm.
It happens far more often than one would wish. Believe me, I've been around enough. But that being said, if you are looking for anything else, please let me know. I'm in the city. I've got things I'm doing.
We'll certainly be the first to look up when we need something similar to this.
Good. That means
We
that I've done
appreciate
good
it.
business.
Well, you have good products and a good attitude, so it makes sense.
Come on, Azariah, let's go pick out... You two, Earth. You haven't fully explored the suites, and that's a crime.
Yes, if you insist. Thank you, Miss Zavoria. You were quite right. And she sort of turns to Yumi and is just like, you were quite right. She's quite attractive.
You are as well.
Yumi just smirks at her.
If you glance back over your shoulder, she's giving you the little finger wave.
That's a blush. That's a blush.
Yumi is giving,
I've done something wrong.
The best way to describe Yumi's face is, you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squibber? That is the face. You like girls, don't you, Eris?
She likes the feminine.
You like coochie, don't you, Squidward?
Yumi, why are you giving me that face? You're the one who said it first.
No reason.
Was there a reason for why she was waving like that? Fuck.
It's always my best opinion not to look too hard into things and just let things come as they.
That might be for best.
I think it is.
Gay panic.
So much gay panic. Pretty person just waved at me. Oh no.
Pretty women. But yes, is there anything else you guys want to do?
I'm guessing we're gonna have a bit of downtime, right?
You are going to have a bit of downtime, yes. So we can discuss that between sessions.
This fucking orb, just so you know.
Yeah.
Like, that's all.
Between sessions, DM that to me, otherwise I will forget.
Okay, yeah.
Eris will go further shopping, but it's literally just going to be for tiny things that I can DM you to get prices.
Yes.
The wizard finally got cash. Said, "You know what? Fuck it. We spending big bucks out here on paper, dude."
Oh yeah, no, you got bank on that. That being said, I do think that is a good place to wrap up the session. So thank you all so much for watching with us, you people of the future, because you're all beautiful, wonderful people, and we hope that you're staying safe, being good, and until next time, we've been with Team Cup, and we'll see you all later. Bye-bye!